that cat?
Arthur.
You're just gonna stare at me?
Oh.
I am rollers. What the hell?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction. Happy Friday to all of you. But let's celebrate that, right? It's been a very, 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 very long week. But I can at least take a breather this evening and you know, kick up my feet, take my shoes off. Well, they've been off all day. And watch some Sovcit videos, but as promised, we have ourselves we have to go over a very, very good bit of news today, as I promised you on Wednesday. So, to recap, Christopher Hauser is a wannabe, or at least he's a low rent, low tier Sovcit guru, who oftentimes he does like a lot of the 1099 stuff, a lot of those things. He doesn't do the American national stuff. It's more of the 1099A, 1099 OID stuff, like a lot of tax related stuff, but also liens, which is the purpose of this discussion. What's going on with my audio? Hello. Okay, making sure I'm good. All right. So we're gonna go through the court opinion does actually do a good job. So we're just gonna read through it. Let me get my listening music out here. All right, so you guys can hear it. So it's not like a whole lot of dead air. So this is out of the Tennessee Supreme Court. Hello, Jester, Justin, Mandy, Thomas, Thea, Omega, Kova, Randy, Archangel. Hello. The Uniform Commercial Code provides a mechanism for secured creditors to give notice to the world of their security interest in debtor's property as collateral for debt by filling out a form for a financing statement and posting it on the website for the Tennessee Secretary of State. In this case, that system was weaponized. Collectively, the defendants filed over 100 bogus financing statements on the Secretary of State's website regarding over 40 Tennessee residents, including judges. Hello, whiskey. Goodness. Judges, mayors, public officials, law enforcement officers, prosecutors, and ex-spouses. The online financing statements falsely claimed liens for the defendants' alleged security interest in the victim's property as collateral for millions of dollars in fictitious debts. All were done for the apparent purpose of vexing and harassing the victims. All of the defendants were convicted of multiple counts of filing a lien without a reasonable basis, a Class E felony, and forgery of at least $250,000, a Class A felony. We granted permission to appeal in this case to address the forgery convictions. We hold that the defendant's conduct fits within a statutory definition of forgery. We also hold that the evidence was sufficient to support the jury's finding that the apparent value associated with the fraudulent financing statements was over $250,000. Accordingly, we affirm the judgment of the Court of Appeals. So Celine Driver, thank you for the $9.99. Hey, Artie, sad day for me, a dear friend. Big Vol Daddy, a long-time member of the college football trash talk community I belong to, is about to pass on after a long fight. I'm going to miss him. I'm sorry to hear that, Celine. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my condolences, for sure. This is going into the main opinion, the majority opinion. Oops. Didn't mean to zoom in like that. Uh-oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Dios mío. Defendants Ronald, Lyons, James Michael Usinger, Lee Harold Cromwell, Austin Gary Cooper, and Christopher Allen Hauser were all named in a multi-count indictment by the Davidson County Grand Jury. Collectively, the defendants were charged with 102 counts of filing a lien without a reasonable basis. The defendants were tried together in a jury trial, and they found each defendant guilty as charged on all counts. The trial court sentenced defendant Cooper to an effective sentence of 50 years. Defendant Cromwell to an effective sentence of 25 years. Defendant Hauser to an effective sentence of 20 years. Defendant Lyons to an effective sentence of 22 years. Defendant Usinger to an effective sentence of 21 years. Hauser is the one we focus on, but Lyons is also also known. If you don't know who Lyons is was the Sovcit who was convicted of manslaughter at a fair in Tennessee. He claimed that he allegedly lost control of his truck when he put it in reverse and killed a man who pushed his daughter out of the way and injured like 6 others. And he was found guilty of that. And the other issue was, in the midst of the trial, he pulled his Sovcit BS like Daryl Brooks did. Didn't work out for him. Goddess of Truth, this opinion is posted on my Discord. So if you're not a member of my Discord, what are you waiting for? Join my Discord. It is posted on the Sovcit and Karen's discussion channel on my Discord. The trial in this case included 30 witnesses, several of them the victims. But here's the kicker. Other victims, however, testified that they had interacted with one of the defendants in an adverse way. For example, in 2016, Morristown police officer Richard Webb wrote defendant Lyons a speeding ticket. Victim Melissa Hauser, defendant Hauser's ex-wife, had taken him to court over child support. Why am I not surprised? A sovereign citizen having child support issues kind of go hand in hand. Public records utilized by all defendants was the UCC financing statement called the UCC 1. Christine Lovelace, thank you for being a member. He testified, Mr. Burton, who's I believe he's representative. Yeah, he's from the Secretary of State's office. He testified that it lists the name of the person who claims a security interest in the debtor's property, his or her email address, telephone number, physical address, the name and address of the debtor, contact information, etc. The filer must describe the collateral, list the maximum principal indebtedness for tax purposes, and pay a modest filing fee. Once the UCC-1 is filed, he said, any member of the public can access it on the Secretary of State's website. Thus, the purpose of the UCC-1 is to serve as a notice to the world that a person who filed it claims an interest in the debtor's property as collateral for the debt referenced in the statement. So they go in. Here's the language that they put in their UCC-1 documents. Generally, each UCC1's description of the collateral included a claim of lien based on a concocted contractor lien in an amount anywhere between $4 and $12 million in, quote, the money of account or in lieu of the money of account, whatever currency is prescribed as lawful currency of all debts, public or private, in the county in which this claim was executed, end quote. Hey, Jessa. The, quote, maximum principal indebtedness for Tennessee recording tax purposes, end quote, section of each UCC1 listed $0. Of course, they don't want to pay taxes on this fake claim of money. Indebtedness, I should say. The evidence indicated that the defendant's 102 UCC1 filings did not happen randomly or by accident. The jury heard from testimony from a member of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, TBI, Agent Mark Irwin, who was assigned to the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Joint Terrorism Task Force. Hello, Alpha. Irwin was the primary investigator in the defendant's UCC1 filing practices. He testified that initially, individual district attorneys reached out to him to investigate potential fraudulent liens filed by each defendant. His investigation showed that the addresses where the defendants lived matched the addresses listed on the UCC1s. So it sounds like, I mean, they would have been caught anyway, but it also sounds like by targeting the district attorneys, they put a target on their backs. As Agent Irwin looked further into the findings and statements, he realized that many of them were filed in the same place at the same time. Based on this, he suspected the filings were done by a group of individuals that were connected. They heard further testimony. Mr. Birdsell testified he was pulled over in Anderson County and arrested. At some point, Mr. Birdsell, who is another person that isn't part of this group, but went to this group for legal assistance. At some point after that, Mr. Birdsell went to a friend to a meeting of a group called the Knoxville Patriots, where he said they researched law. At that meeting, he met defendants Cooper, Cromwell, and Usinger. When Mr. Birdsell explained his legal troubles to persons attending the Knoxville Patriots meeting, defendant Cooper responded, well, that's $4 million. Apparently, it's $4 million for a traffic stop. Mr. Birdsell described the instructions Cooper gave him at the Knoxville Patriots meeting. He said Cooper told him to go home and type up a statement of facts and answer various questions Cooper emailed to him. They apparently went to the library and filled out and filed these UCC1 statements. Mr. Birdsell testified that after following Cooper's instructions on the UCC1s, he never received the sizable compensation defendant Cooper implied he would receive. Okay, this is actually one of the more important paragraphs I want to talk about. The jury also heard testimony from victims on the impact of the false UCC1s filed against them. Attorney Victoria Bannock testified that because of the UCC1 filed by Cromwell, a potential buyer of her home wanted to pull out of the sale until she explained the purported lien asserted against her was a fraudulent filing. The police officer, Richard Webb, testified that he had to postpone the sale of his house for 4 months until he could get the false UCC1 filed by defendant Lyons voided. Melissa Hauser testified that after defendant Hauser, ex-husband, filed the false UCC1 against her, it resulted in the denial of her application for a personal loan and an increase in the interest payments on her car. Attorney Mark Brown testified that the false UCC1s filed against him showed up on his credit report as purported liens on his property. This right here. Broken system, broken trust. If you're talking about Juan Galt's most recent video, you can absolutely come on here and tell me where he got it wrong. If you're talking about Juan Galt's most recent video that he uploaded, that he's wrong, I actually invite you and to challenge and bring up the explanation on where you thought he was wrong. Anyway. So the reason why I wanted to focus on the paragraph is to show that these guys who talk about like, oh, there's no victim, no injury, no nothing with these liens. There are victims. Filing these false liens has an actual detrimental effect on these people's lives. If it didn't, they wouldn't even bother doing it. You say he lied. Oh, okay. I'm sure. Well, BSBT, you should have access to my Discord, so let me know. So they affirmed the appellate division affirmed the convictions. Then they sought permission to appeal. We granted permission to appeal solely on the issue of whether the evidence was sufficient to support the convictions for forgery under Tennessee annotated section 3914.114. So I'm talking about analysis. So this is like the second paragraph in this in the analysis. Unfortunately, the ease of the system meant to facilitate painless, secure transactions left it vulnerable to persons with ill motives. Persons disgruntled with the acts of prosecutors, judges, and other public officials have taken advantage of the easy Article 9 filing rules to vent their anger, despite its lack of bona fides. Such financing statements will be picked up by the credit agencies and may cause a person identified as the debtor to have difficulty getting a loan and to suffer the aggravation and expense of getting the statement removed from the state records. UCC filings are commonly received by filing officers in the Secretary of State's office. However, current Article 9 does not give filing officers discretion to refuse even an obviously inappropriate filing if the requirements in Article 9 are otherwise met. Some courts and scholars have used terms for this conduct such as paper terrorism. To stem the tide of bogus UCC1 filings, states have used different approaches: pre-filing administrative remedies, post-filing administrative remedies, post-filing expedited judicial remedies, and enhanced criminal or civil penalties. Tennessee has adopted the post-filing civil remedies as well as criminal penalties. Hey, what's up, Juan? You're getting called out. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even need to be me. Juan, you can join up here, and BSBT, you can join up, and you two can have at it. How about that? How about that? Juan, you can join in my Discord, and BSBT, you can come in, and BSBT, you can talk about it. You don't have access to Discord? I thought you did use Discord. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Dios mío. Hey, Brad. There we go. Sorry, getting distracted by chat. Pertinent to this appeal for criminal penalties, in 2012, the legislature passed a statute aimed at the conduct such as filing a sham UCC1. It is an offense for any person to knowingly prepare, sign, or file any lien or other document with the intent to encumber any real or personal property when such person has no reasonable basis or any legal cause to place such lien or encumbrance on such real or personal property. All defendants were convicted under this false lien statute, and those convictions are not at issue in this appeal. All of the defendants were also convicted under a second statute that makes forgery a criminal offense. The forgery statute has long been in effect and predates the recent increase in the filing of spurious UCC1s. Those forgery convictions are the basis of defendant's appeal in this case. The defendants argue that the evidence at trial is insufficient to support forgery convictions, and the standard of review. They lack the sufficiency of evidence. By contending that their actions do not fit the definition of forgery contained in the Tennessee Code. Second, they argue that the evidence was insufficient to support the finding that the value associated with UCC1s was at least $250,000. Cardinal rule, statutory construction, gleaning legislative intent, etc., etc. The statute defines the key terms as follows. Forge means to alter, make, complete, execute, or authenticate any writing so that it purports to be the act of another who did not authorize that act, have been executed at a time or place in a numbered sequence other than was in fact the case, or be a copy of an original when no such original existed. B, makes false entries in books or records. C, issue, transfer, register the transfer of, pass, publish, or otherwise it utter a writing that is forged within the meaning of subdivision B1A, or possess a writing that is forged within the meaning of subdivision B1A with the intent to utter it in a manner specified in subdivision B1C. And 2, writing includes printing or any other method of recording information, money, coins, tokens, stamps, seals, credit cards, badges, trademarks, and symbols of value, right, privilege, or identification. Hey, Chris C., thank you for the 23 months of support, man. I appreciate it. Is BSBT checking out, I guess? Figures. Hey, Andrew. The parties agree that the relevant definition of forge is to make false entries in books or records. All of the defendants contend that their conduct does not meet the statutory definition of forgery because the liens they filed were not false entries. The main thrust of defendants' argument is that the statute is intended to criminalize what they call false making, that is, creating a document that is something other than what it purports to be. They argue that the definition does not encompass a genuine document that merely contains false information. According to the defendants, the UCC ones at issue were not forgeries because they were in fact UCC ones and did not purport to be anything else. Citing previous iterations of the statute, legislative history, and the broader context of the criminal code, they argue that the legislator intended the current forgery statute to apply narrowly to only false making types of conduct. So in other words, what they're saying is that because they put these they file these false liens, the physical document or the physical document or the form that they filed, because it was actually genuine, it can't fall under the definition of forgery because they put their bogus information onto an actual genuine document. They did not recreate a UCC1. They used the actual form that is provided to people to make to submit a UCC1 findings statement. The defendants concede that as they must, that another part of the definition of forge explicitly covers the false making they describe. See B1A. This court observed that where the legislator includes the language yada yada yada, a forgery, false entries, most important. The language in B1B does not support the constraint the defendants seek to place on it. Clearly, the claim made in the UCC ones that they had a valid basis in the form of a colossal underlying debt for asserting a lien and security interest in the victim's property was false in any sense of the word. C. False. Black's Law Dictionary, 11th edition, 2019. Untrue, deceitful, lying, not genuine, inauthentic, wrong, erroneous. The term entry generally means an item written in a record, suggesting it can mean a part of an overall record and not the entire record. Entry. Black's Law Dictionary, 11th edition, 2019. There is no indication that the legislator intended this section of the statute to be limited to the documents that are inauthentic in their entirety. Defendant Lyons further asserts that his fraudulent UCC ones were not entered in books or records as required by the statute. To support this contention, he cites 2 cases that talks about false entries made into private company records or forgery of a company's business records. In essence, Defendant Lyons argues that the best interpretation of the statute is that the phrase books or records means only private records of a business and or of a financial nature. This construction is without basis in the meaning in the language of the statute. There is no language indicating that the records must be those of a private business or of a financial nature, which I agree. The defendant's argument is at odds with the meaning of record. See, e.g., record, shorter Oxford English Dictionary, Oxford University Press, 6th edition. The fact or condition of being or having been written down as evidence of a legal matter. Indeed. Where was it? Indeed, the definition of record in Black's Law Dictionary, oh my god, specifically cites the UCC. See, record, Black's Law Dictionary, 11th edition, information that is inscribed on a tangible medium or that, having been stored in an electronic or other medium, is retrievable in perceivable form, citing UCC section 1-201B31. Excuse me. Here, under the comprehensive system created by the legislature's adoption of the UCC, UCC-1s are stored in an electronic medium on the Secretary of State's website and are retrievable by the general public. The filing of a UCC-1 on the Secretary of State's website has a specific legal purpose and effect. Rightly used, a UCC-1 perfects a secured creditor's security interest in collateral and protects it against third parties who might assert a claim against the debtor's collateral. At trial, Mr. Burton testified that once a UCC-1 is filed, it is stored on a server and added to the database that is made a public record on the Secretary of State's website. As Mr. Burton noted, this filing puts the world on notice that a person who filed the UCC-1 may have a legal interest in the alleged debtor's property. And it talks about the effect on the victims. So already they're saying, no, what they did meets the definition of forgery. Now we're going in with intent. The forgery requires specific intent, with intent to defraud or harm another. Intent rarely can be proven by direct evidence, obviously. Usually, like, without the person saying, I intended to kill this person, you have to glean intent through other means, through other circumstances surrounding the case and surrounding the circumstantial evidence. We're not mind readers. Here, the evidence shows that the defendants filed the UCC-1s without any legal basis for doing so. The victims had no business dealings with the defendants, nor did the victims owe money to the defendants. Moreover, the evidence shows the false UCC-1s were not filed mistakenly or by accident. The defendants were connected through the Knoxville Patriots group, and in fact, many of the UCC-1s were filed at the same place and time. Mr. Purcell, he testified that Defendant Cooper told him that's a $4 million lien because a police officer had the audacity to pull over Birdsell. The fact that in addition, some of the victims testified about adverse interactions with one of the defendants, from which rational jurors could infer grievances that motivated the filing of the UCC-1s. The fact that defendants felt disgruntled by something a victim said or did in no way entitled them to seek redress by misusing a legal system for secured business transactions. To Defendant Cooper's point, filing spurious UCC-1s is most assuredly not a legal way to address grievances. The evidence was clearly sufficient for a rational juror to find intent to defraud or harm. So now they're saying, well, the whole false lien statute and forgery statute are meant to punish different conduct. Otherwise, the false lien statute would have been duplicative and unnecessary at the moment it was enacted. Saying that because a false lien statute was here, it was meant to circumvent or overrule convicting under forgery for this conduct. So in other words, if you convict us under the false lien statute, you're just padding the stats by doing it under forgery as well, because so then it has to be forgery has to be some kind of different conduct than what would be a false lien conviction. So they're saying it doesn't buy in, because other state courts have upheld convictions of both forgery and false documents under separate statutes. See South Dakota, Louisiana, Colorado. land patent, land transfer agreement, New York, Pennsylvania, Louisiana, California. So there are several different states have done this as well. And the identity and filing. They argue that some of the UCC ones that were subject to convictions were not filed because the Secretary of State's office eventually rejected them for lack of a valid mailing address. This argument is likely without merit. Mr. Burton testified that the UCC ones in question were voided only after they were contested and returned as undeliverable. We agree with the Court of Criminal Appeals observation. This is not the same as the lien never being filed. Valuation, and here's the kicker. Here's the kicker that my favorite part, because this is an example of them being greedy. Because they turned their felony from a class they turned their felony from a class E to a class A because they got greedy. Because they filed these liens of like $4 million, $6 million, $12 million. So the jury effectively said, well, because you claim that your debt was $250,000 or more, we're going to believe you that your claim of debt was valued at $250,000 or more. So, sucks to be you. They turn, so by virtue of them proclaiming that their purported liens are $250 or more than $250,000 or more, it automatically made their crime a Class A felony rather than a Class E, or even a misdemeanor. But because they wanted to be greedy and put in 6 zeros behind the number, well, here you go. And that's it. That's basically it. That's the best part. That's the best part, in my opinion. It was like it's an absolute own goal of them, putting in these multi-million-dollar liens, and congratulations, you played yourself. So that's it. Wait. Are people arguing whether it's duplicative or duplicative? I've always known it as duplicative, with a hard K sound. Well, I'm going to keep saying duplicative anyway. Anyway, there we go. All right. I thought that was great. The Telegram group, they're basically like, what is it? Like feigning ignorance. Like they're pretending that these convictions haven't happened. I think, honestly, when they haven't heard from Christopher Hauser for another couple of weeks, I feel like people are going to start talking about it, but until then, it is what it is. All right, let's move on to what people are actually here for, and that is some bingo. All right, this is from Van Balian. I haven't seen this one yet, or at least I've only seen a couple of them.
No, don't reach.
My dog.
Don't reach. The dog stays in the car.
My dog.
The dog stays in the car. Let go of the
Please,
dog.
man.
Let go of the dog.
Poor dog.
Put him.
him just say he had to puke?
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Liberty City, Texas, where a sovereign citizen with an absolutely gorgeous pooch gets pulled over for no tags and uses all the magic words and incantations you can think of, and even gets the chance to drive away with a citation, but pushes it too far and is eventually arrested.
Of course he does.
Right, let's get into the video.
How's it going today?
Good. You running your window?
I'm safe right here like it is, bub.
Okay, well, I can't see. You got a driver's license?
I got my dog in here, man.
Oh, but I need to see you. Roll down your window so I can see your face. I'm gonna roll it down some more.
I'm good right here, brother. I'm good right here, brother.
All right, I need you to step out of the vehicle for me then.
What for, sir?
Because I asked you to.
Can I get a supervisor, please, sir?
Okay, so later on he complains about being surrounded by men with guns, yet he's the one who made that happen by demanding a supervisor, so remember that. Also, Pennsylvania versus Mims ruled that a police officer can order you out of your car following a traffic stop to conduct a pat-down for weapons without it violating the Fourth Amendment.
Yeah. I don't need a supervisor.
I need a supervisor, though. I'm requesting a supervisor, please, sir. I'm video and audio recording. Can I get your name?
Listen.
Can I get your name and badge number for the record, please, sir?
I'm dead.
For the record, on the record. For the record, on the record, like at the record show. So we got everybody for the record.
Deputy Sask, what is your name? What is your badge number, please?
Oh, did he mention? He already mentioned supervisor, didn't he? Yeah, supervisor as well. So for the record and supervisor. Nope, wrong one. I know I have supervisor on this one, don't I? Oh, I guess not.
It's 805.
805?
You were stopped for no license plate on the front or the rear of your vehicle.
502.003 of the Texas Transportation Code.
Okay, is this citation for the Texas Transportation Code? Is it like the new meme? Is this what every Sovcit has recently discovered? Like all of a sudden, so now they're trying to use it, or at least in Texas, because it sounds like every Sovcit in like the last week has suddenly discovered this this section of the Texas Transportation Code. It doesn't say what you say. We're gonna watch Juan's new video because he told me who it is that he's reacting from.
No, thank you, sir. I don't feel safe doing that, sir.
Dude, what's with the Gunnery Sergeant Hartman impression? I know you feel the need to shout to compensate because your window is wound right up, but you're just putting everyone on edge. Secondly, 502.003 of the Texas Transportation Code prohibits vehicle registration fees for political subdivisions. Are you a political subdivision of the state of Texas? Because if not, then you need a license plate.
No, well, Van Balian almost has it right. What that part of the Texas statute says, and Van Balian and Juan Gall also says it, is that 502, and I think did we not talk about this? Like we talked about this in the live stream, did we? Because it was another Sovcit who quoted this statute. This section says that political subdivisions cannot require registration or certain licenses for certain licenses. Yeah, yesterday it said that political subdivisions of Texas cannot issue or require licensure or registration with certain exceptions. But the state of Texas is not a political subdivision of itself. All it's saying is that only the state of Texas can require you, me, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry to have a license to drive. All it just says is that Houston cannot also require you to have its own license to operate a motor vehicle.
Would you get a supervisor for me, sir, please?
Hello, Bacon.
Could you record this, sir?
No, it doesn't count for statutory codes.
That's okay. I got it recorded right here, brother. Thank you. Hey, Scooby.
Aww.
It's okay, Bubba. We're okay, man. What's that?
Man, why do you gotta put your? I hate it when a lot of these Sovcits put like their significant others through this. Whether it's a pet or children, it's very, very, very annoying.
What do I need to do? What lawful order is that officer giving me, brother?
The lawful order is for you to step out of your vehicle.
What do I need to step out of my vehicle for, sir? Do you have a warrant?
For my safety,
Am I under arrest, sir? I need a supervisor. I'm going to remain silent, sir, and plead the fifth. Thank you, sir.
Door and step out of the vehicle.
Please, sir. I'm requesting a supervisor, sir. Please, sir. I'm requesting a supervisor, sir.
What is it about sovereign citizens and their inability to remain silent after promising us they will? They love the sound of their own voice too much, I think, even when it's to their detriment.
Sir, you're not under arrest.
Can I be free to go, sir?
No, sir, you're not free to go. I need to talk to you because
I can talk to you right here, sir.
I need you to step out of the vehicle.
No, thank you, sir.
Can I ID yourself?
Well, what? Do you have a warrant to gather that information, sir?
For a guy who probably has issues with all caps, why is he speaking in all caps? It's very, very annoying.
Well, I need to speak to a supervisor, sir.
Your felon ID?
What crime have I committed, sir?
Sir, on the Texas Transportation Code, you're required to
3802, I have to be committed of a crime, sir.
You're required to have a license plate on your vehicle. It's required to be registered.
502.003 of the Transportation Code says political subdivision of this state may not require a registration of a motor vehicle, a tax, a yearly tax, or a license in correlation with thereof, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
What's your name?
Typical sovereign citizen.
So I can only assume that the reason why he's looking at us in the camera is that he has the statute like up on his phone.
Cites the codes he likes, but ignores the ones he doesn't.
I remain silent, sir.
So you're refusing to give me your name?
Am I under arrest, sir?
Oh my God.
I already told you you're not arrested.
If I'm not under arrest, can I leave, sir?
No, sir, you cannot leave.
I have a dog in here, sir.
You're not allowed to leave, sir.
Then I need a supervisor, please, sir.
No, he's saying arrested. He's not saying detained. He needs to say detained.
Do you have any weapons in the vehicle? Do you have any weapons in the vehicle, sir?
Oh.
So now he chooses to.
Now he's quiet.
On the one question that is bound to make the police tense.
Yeah, right? Exactly. The one question that I think most officers would appreciate you responding to, never mind your name, is, do you have any weapons in the car? Yeah, of all the questions he decides to not want to answer. Yeah. All right.
This will definitely be a factor when they eventually remove him from the vehicle.
Sir, your cooperation will make this a lot easier. All I'm asking for is your name.
My hand's right here, sir. I'm not a threat to you, sir.
Right now, I don't know what's in the vehicle, and you're not.
I'm not a threat to you, officer. Can I pet my dog to make sure he's okay, sir?
You cannot.
He's my service animal.
Hey, partner, Deputy Auditor from Gray County.
Hey, man, can I put my arms in and pet my dog, man? I got a service dog.
Arms down until you can, unless you can roll your window out.
No,
step
thank
out
you.
for me.
No, thank you, man, unless you got a warrant for me to do that.
Okay. Well, and then you keep your hands out where we can see them until we can get confirmation that you have.
Okay, can I get your name and badge number for the record on video?
Name and badge number, finally. Name and badge number.
Not a recording.
Okay. Deputy Odom, badge number 2293.
Odom 2293?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name?
I don't want to give it unless you have a warrant to gather that information. Thank you, sir.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work.
3802 says I have to be committed of a crime. What crime have I committed?
Not having a license plate.
502.003 Texas Transportation Code. Well, if I'm under arrest, I'd like to go talk with a magistrate.
Well, if you keep this up, I think they'll be granting you that request soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you really want to, they can. If you don't sign the ticket and you don't follow directives, they're going to take you to see that magistrate. You'll get that wish.
Rather than later, though you can do it the easy way by accepting the ticket and fighting it in court. Same result for you, but I get the impression that this is exactly how you want this to go, because maybe you're looking for that sweet taxpayer-funded lawsuit, which will never happen.
Otherwise, I like to be free to go on about my day.
Well, you're not free to go.
Wait, does Texas even have magistrates? That's a good question. I should probably figure that one out.
Right now, sir, you're detained, okay?
Well, that's a detainment is a custodial arrest, and I'd like for you to read me my Miranda rights, please.
Now you're failing to identify.
38
I could have sworn they did have magistrates. New Jersey. I don't think New Jersey has. Oh my God, it's been a while since I've done trial work. I think that, yeah, we do have magistrates. Either that or the municipal court judges tend to serve as magistrates.
2, failure to identify as I had to commit a crime. Thank you, sir.
Only a Sovcit could get so much wrong in such a short space of time. Detainment is a custodial arrest? Nope, it's just a detainment. Your Miranda rights come when you're being questioned, not at the side of the road. Also, Texas Transportation Code 521025. You know, the code you conveniently like to ignore says a person required to hold a licence shall have in the person's possession while operating a motor vehicle the class of driver's licence appropriate for the type of vehicle operated, and shall display the licence on demand of a peace officer.
No, we don't.
And you're not doing that, so you're therefore failing to identify, which is an arrestable offence.
Hey, Mandy, thank you for the 17 months.
Without a warrant. I'm in my private property being safe, and I don't feel safe with y'all. Thank
You're
you.
also running the highways with no license plate and also...
502.003, registration by political subdivision is prohibited.
That is not recognized in the state of Texas.
It's written by the Texas Criminal Traffic Law Manual. I just bought the I just bought the brand new one, dude.
You spent money to buy that, and a waste of money.
So please,
Your attorney a little bit better.
if I'm under arrest, I'll give my...
Well, usually they say, Jasso, usually they say conveyance or vessel. All right, that's why conveyance and vessel is on there. I haven't heard a lot of them say it's like private property. They usually say like, well, a lot of them do say private property, like private, like consumer goods or something like that. Sometimes they do that.
Attorney through the magistrate, sir.
And yes, you can look it up online for free. The Texas Transportation Code. It's available for free. For God's sake, you could just go to the Texas Legislature's website.
So I'll ask you again: do you have any weapons or anything in the vehicle?
I'm remaining silent, sir.
Hey, partner, where are you from?
I'm from America. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Where are you from?
America.
America also.
That's awesome, brother. Who am I from?
Are you from Overton, Texas?
Why would I be from Overton, Texas? What makes you think I would be from Overton, Texas, sir?
I have no clue. I'm just asking.
No, that's cool.
Okay. What's your first name? So
What's
we can
your...
be on, so we can be on first name basis, all right?
Okay.
My name's Matthew. So what's
That's
yours?
cool, Matthew. I don't really feel like giving any private information with you, brother. I feel threatened. Right now, I got 2 armed men right here by my truck. I got my surfer star right here. I'm scared. My dog's scared. I'd like to be free about my travels. I don't know what crime I've committed, so could you please...
No license plate, no rear license plate, and also no registration.
Is that...
It's under the Texas Transportation Code, which you should be familiar with that also.
Oh, so you're...
Ooh.
521.021 is that for persons expressly exempt. 521.001. 521.021.
Not exempt from that.
License number 6. What are the 3 terms, 3 accepted terms? I'm not arguing with you, brother. If you'd like to go argue in front of the magistrate, I'm 100% willing with you. But, I mean...
Hey, Cerebral Tackle, thank you for the $5 and happy birthday, man. Hope you have a good one.
Here's the deal, is this could get very ugly to the fact that we can force you out, and we don't want to do that. So, you talk to us, we talk to you.
I don't feel like talking without an attorney present, sir. Would you read... Since this is a custodial arrest, would you read me my Miranda rights?
You're being detained.
This is a custodial arrest. The detainment is a custodial arrest.
All right?
No.
Read me my Miranda rights, please.
What's your name?
Read me my Miranda.
They don't have to. You've watched way too much Law and Order. They don't have to read you your Miranda rights. Even when you're under arrest and handcuffed, the Miranda rights come when they start asking you questions or interrogating you. It's only to get testimony. That's when they give you the Miranda rights.
Miranda rights, please. Read me my Miranda rights, please. Thank you.
So we all know he's not going to listen to anything these cops have to say, but they give him one last opportunity to comply. And keep in mind that at this point he could still drive away with a warning if he plays his cards right.
I'm not a threat to anybody, dude. I'm traveling, being with my dog, trying to get some water.
Okay. Sir, this could easily.
I wish to remain silent.
Do you want to listen to me at all? I'm asking you a question. It's a yes or no.
What do you have to say?
Is that a yes?
What do you have to say?
I said this could end easily. This could have simply been a warning. This could have simply been a citation, and you could listen, and you could be on your way.
Well, if you want to write it,
listen, you're stopped.
Nope.
For violation of traffic code, and that's why you're sitting here. You're not under arrest. You're stopped. You're not free to leave because you're on a traffic stop for violation of traffic code.
That's okay, Scoop. Sit down.
It's a simple Class C, but you're escalating this into possible more charges. So failing to ID is
failure to ID, resisting
a violation as well.
I'm not escalating. My hands are out here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to de-escalate.
You don't know who you are.
I'm under no obligation to give you any
So
information, man.
As a police officer, I'm asking you for your name. You're not telling me who you are. So if
I have the right to remain silent.
Hey, Josh.
Person's papers and effects. Thank you, sir.
Go and let you violate what Texas traffic law and not even get your name?
The Constitution says I don't have the right to privacy, dude.
Well, the Constitution also gives each state the right to govern their roads through the 10th Amendment. But the 10th Amendment is to Sovcit what kryptonite is to Superman.
Dude, my hand's right
Whiskey,
here.
take it with the 7 months.
Dude, I got a service dog in here, man. We're trying to get some water, dude.
Sir.
Hey, man. Can I get your video and audio recording? Can I get
It's
your...
okay. My name is Craig Harrington. I'm the Chief Deputy here at Gregg County.
Okay.
Oh my God. Chief Deputy, is that like 3 stars? So basically, he's the boss right underneath the sheriff.
I think so.
All right. You were pulled over by a lawful peace officer for a detention for no real license plate. And upon
Under sheriff, yeah.
asking that you see your driver's license, which is part of the transportation code, that you must show your driver's license upon request by a police officer.
502.
Poor dog.
I'm talking about 525 of the transportation code.
Well,
sir.
then we'd have to go back to 521.
I'm not arguing that point with you. I'm
Well,
telling you right
if
now,
you'd like to go talk with a magistrate, I'm 100% down with that.
That's what's going to happen. Is they're going to have to pull you out of this, in which case that you will be forced to go before the magistrate, but you're going to be doing that under arrest. Do you understand that?
So what do you need right now from me?
He needs your driver's license upon request.
A driver's
True,
license?
Juan.
Am I driving under commerce?
Yes, sir. You were driving down the road. You were pulled over.
I was
by a
traveling
lawful-
freely,
Sir,
man.
I'm not going to argue that point with you. I'm
Well-
telling you that you need to provide him with your driver's license and failure to do so. He's probably.
I would like to remain silent and play the fifth, man.
Dude, come on. You haven't stayed silent throughout this whole stop, so why start now? Also, I think he actually wants to be arrested. I mean, why else would he put himself through this? Especially when he can achieve the same goal of going in front of the judge without going to jail. So he's either doing this for a YouTube video or, like I mentioned previously, the lawsuit. Sorry, the lol suit. Or both.
All right, sir.
Tech suit.
I need you to unlock the door, step out of the vehicle, keep your hands where I can see them. You are under arrest
For what?
for fail to display a driver's license
There it is.
Man,
upon request.
is that 3802?
Yeah. All right.
I haven't-
Bye, sir. Step out of the vehicle, keep your hands where I can see them.
I don't feel safe.
Turn around.
I don't feel safe.
It's fine. Turn around. No,
My-
no, don't reach.
my dog.
Don't reach. The dog stays in the car.
My dog.
The dog stays in the car. Let go of the
Please,
dog.
man.
Let go of the dog.
Dude, I gotta put it. I got it.
No.
The truck. The truck. The truck. The truck.
No.
Get the truck. Get the truck. Get the truck.
Aw, he said, excuse me, puppy. Aw.
Get the truck. Get the truck. Get the truck.
You hear that? That's so sweet.
The truck! No! Get the truck! 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 Please! My dog! I'm not even fighting the resistance or nothing, man.
Still rolling.
It's rolling, it's not here.
Who is that? Is that the sheriff? Usually, if he's in suit and tie, like, you might actually be that. I might actually be the actual sheriff.
And the brakes on.
Yeah, he probably just showed up. Poor baby.
Oh my god, that just breaks my heart.
I know!
Because that pooch reminds me of my border collie, Bailey. Only when Bailey comes to work with me, he's safe in the knowledge that I won't believe in him because I fell for some harebrained scheme online that sounds like a scam because it is. Anyway, this video was 30 minutes long and I have cut some of it, nothing of any significance, but if you would like to watch the full video, a link is in the description. Right, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel.
Shout out to you, Van Balian, for always finding the best. Hopefully the dog is okay. But looking at his description, it says, according to the original video, he was charged with no insurance, no registration, resisting transport or arrest, and giving fictitious information. His first of 2 court dates is on June 1st in Kilgore, Texas. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all we got. Josh, all I have is name and badge number for the record and sheriff supervisor. Well, let me see. BSBT says, I'll give you one example of Juan Galt lying. He's calling John Phalanx a Sovcit. I know that info was correct. There were plenty more. Juan Galt's going senile. No, John Phalanx is a First Amendment auditor, but he is spouting full-on right to travel nonsense. So in my book, he's pretty much a Sovcit. He's going full Sovcit by talking about this BS Texas Transportation Code stuff. Let me put it this way, BSBT. Unless John Phalanx can show otherwise, I'm gonna put him in the First Amendment auditor who went full Sovcit category. How can I confirm? By him espousing this right to travel argumentation. That's all I need. Where is it?
Proper registration on your vehicle.
502 does.
Galt's reaction to a Sovcit's reaction to a Sovcit's video. And my reaction to Galt's reaction to a Sovcit's reaction to a Sovcit's video. We are at like 5 layers here now. Goodness.
003, registration by political subdivision is prohibited.
He needs your driver's license upon request.
A driver's license? Am I driving under commerce?
Yes, sir. You were driving down the road. You were pulled over.
I was traveling freely, man.
And it pretty much says what I've been saying since the 90s, and everyone says I'm crazy, but
Wait, since the 90s? So he has been a Sovcit. I thought this was something recent.
just recently everyone's jumping on this driving versus traveling thing.
Okay, let's start out by putting this right to travel or commerce. Let's put that to bed in the Texas courts. Texas courts have been addressing their licensing and registration laws for over a half a century, going back.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna get a refill, but honestly, BSBT, the invitation's still open throughout the rest of this live stream. If Juan can come up, Juan has already been in my voice channel, so he knows how. So he obviously knows what to do there. You have an open invitation to come onto my voice chat and talk about it with Juan Galt. You guys can have at it. Yes, we are using the same cars. Nothing has changed, but I'll be right back.
To 1953, Gillespie versus Department of Safety. What'd they say? Fundamental in consideration of this contention and other points attacking the constitutionality of the act is the settled principle that a license or permit to drive an automobile on the public highways and streets is a privilege and not property or a property right. And this privilege is subject to reasonable regulations under the police power. That's the 10th Amendment, in the interest of public safety and welfare.
Oh, I'm not in the mood to come up. Okay. Wuss.
Then again, it started creeping up, like this guy says that he wants to spread the word, as you'll soon hear. Yeah, well, it's been spread, and it started back up in 1996 with Tharp v. State.
We're not resetting the cars. The cars are still out. We're just thumbing through Juan Galt's thing. Guys, obviously go check out Juan Galt's thing.
What Gillespie's quote here in Al Yanai Fountain Hawkins v. State. And this guy argued it's unconstitutional because the right of the citizen to travel is not a mere privilege which a city may prohibit or permit at will, but a common right, which he has under the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Appellate seems to make a distinction between the use of public road for gain or monetary purpose and the use for personal, non-economic travel, arguing that travel for economic gain is a privilege, while use for personal travel is a right. Now, where have we...
Hey, congratulations, Father.
It's all over the internet. Well, here's what the reality is in Texas, and really the other states as well. We disagree with appellant's underlying proposition that driving a motor vehicle for personal purposes is a constitutionally protected right rather than a state grant. Operating a motor vehicle on state's highways is a proper subject of the 10th Amendment, so it's constitutional. Mr. Doofuses out there. Then in
Hey, BSBT, remember when the prosecutor in one of your cases cited our discussion on my channel to kind of pull one on you? I remember. That was actually kind of awesome. I mean, she identified me by name. You know, that's how I know I'm on the up and up, right? So some rando dude in Michigan's court case. My YouTube channel was cited.
2009. It was again challenged by this guy driving an automobile on the Texas highways is a privilege, the courts.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. The discussion was that you admitted on my channel that you were intentionally disrupting the judicial process as evidence that you were intentionally disrupting the judicial process during our discussion.
Says thus regulating, licensing, inspection, and registration laws and requiring proof of financial.
Oh, really, Sean? Awesome.
As
nice.
a protection for Texas citizens is a proper.
You'll have a video of that court trial with the judge mentioned your channel. I know. I talked about it in my on stream a while back. This is like over a year ago.
Subject of the state's police power and not a denial of due process. Commercial vehicle is also defined in section 502.001. Had the legislature intended section 502.402 apply only to persons operating in motor vehicles.
What, a transcript of the hearing? Maybe.
Motor vehicle in place of the more inclusive term motor vehicle. Are all the doofuses out there in Texas listening to this?
No, of course not.
You should. This is the type of stuff you should be spreading instead of your bullshit. Then it even gets more recent.
Yeah, he goes into all. Juan Galt has the receipts. all of the most recent one is 2022. And it was a Fifth Circuit case saying, like, no, the transportation code does not say what you think it says.
Regular code. This guy 18. Perkins was a transportation code. And even the 10th Amendment into even 2022. So this is very recent. And this guy's the same thing. Of course, he quotes from the U.S. Constitution, the Texas Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bible,
various dictionary statutes, case law.
And case law. Who does that? Sovereign citizens, of course. He argues that he was not driving when the traffic stop occurred and that a motor vehicle definition does not apply to his pickup.
Van Horn's claims that a motor vehicle operator is not required to have a driver's license without the driver's consent to be bound by the laws of Texas is an oft-rejected argument that is blatantly incorrect. This claim is equally frivolous. The Supreme Court established long ago that states may regulate the operation of all motor vehicles that drive within their boundaries. I imagine that's what it says there.
That is blatantly incorrect. Of course, established long ago that's including the licensing and registration of drivers pursuant to their constitutionally protected power. This is the case, people, the case that's set for all times that the states can require everybody who uses the public roads for any
I'm pretty sure the Supreme Court case that they're talking about that's highlighted is Hendrick versus Maryland.
reason they can require that case from 2020.
Yeah, see, Hendrick versus Maryland. And then whoever this Perkins dude is, he's been in a lot of court cases involving the right to travel. This Perkins dude in Texas does not give up. He's in like 4 different court cases that Juan Galt cited.
22. Oh, here's Perkins again. And of course, he's saying that the state presented no proof of transportation, consent, vehicle, yada, yada, because the word transportation refers exclusively to commercial activity. That's what this doofus is saying, and that's what all these doofuses in Texas saying. But this court and others, the court says, have consistently rejected Perkins arguing a driver's license and registration, financial responsibility, commercial activity, and only by issues. The driver's license, the right to travel, the registration.
Yeah, see, we have previously addressed and rejected some of the same issues that Perkins presents here, including his renewed complaints that the entirety of the Texas Transportation Code is unconstitutional as applied to him.
The right to travel has nothing.
Have a good night, Christine.
It just means you can go from one state. Nobody can stop you making any laws. Sovcit, none of them ever researched case law or the law. So that takes...
No, it doesn't count would work. Well, look. Because we didn't get a whole lot in the previous video, we're going to go to Van Ballien's other one. No, it wasn't Van Ballien's. Whose was it? It was Dummy Kruger. We're going to watch Dummy Kruger's again, but we're going to go to this one that's from Van Ballien's today. Well, BSBT, you can't. Oh my God. All right, you know what? There we go. There's a 2-minute longer. Tennessee cop.
What's your name and badge number?
Deputy Duffy, Roberts County Sheriff's Office, 546.
546, thank you.
Yes, sir. I need your ID.
You do not need my ID.
All right, step out of the vehicle.
I do not need to step out of the vehicle.
Yes, you do, sir.
What's the law that states this?
Penn v. Mims, baby. Pennsylvania versus Mims.
I have not broken a law.
You're failing to identify.
That's not a law to identify.
Yes, it is, sir. For a traffic offense, yes, it is.
In almost every, I would say in every state of the union, if you're stopped for a traffic violation, you got an ID. You got to present your ID.
What offense?
You don't have a registration.
Because
plate
I'm traveling.
There's no.
Oh my God.
Yes, there is.
Get out of the vehicle, or I'm going to pull you out of the vehicle.
Why are you going to get physical with me?
Because you're not.
I want you to get your supervisor. Please cease and desist right now. And get your supervisor.
That's 1050. Central, can you ask Springfield units at this place?
I'm a vet. I've had heart surgery.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm a vet. I got heart surgery. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to add in like medical issue to the bingo cards. That's the one thing I keep forgetting to add on to this is medical issue. Because all these Sovcits and auditors like to talk about medical issues the moment the handcuffs come out. Thank you, Bottle Cat, for the 8 months.
I don't.
Not emergency. It's fine. They should have come from the office.
I don't need to try to defend myself or get hurt for doing nothing. I haven't broken any laws.
You're going to get out of the vehicle.
I have no problem getting out.
Get out of the vehicle.
If you just justify why what
I just
law
said
is
you're
it?
failing to identify yourself.
State the law that says that.
What do you mean state the law?
The
law
quote-
says you have to identify yourself.
What is the law, sir?
Get out of the vehicle.
I'm still in this, and I'm armed, sir.
Get out of the vehicle.
Now you tell them that you're armed? Now?
You're gonna physically. I'm doing this under threat of duress.
That's
arrest.
Under duress. Finally, we got something. Under duress.
Fine. What are you armed with? Pistol?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead.
Why are you taking my pistol now?
Because you're under arrest. Of course he's going to take your pistol. You're under arrest. Jassa, thank you for the 23 months on Twitch. Again, I promise I'll be back to streaming on Twitch simultaneously the moment my replacement card comes in.
Now, where do you want me?
Put your hands up.
All right, we're going to go to Dummy Kruger and watch the last one that we saw yesterday. That one had plenty of material for us. Again, shout out to Dummy Kruger. Also a great channel. You guys should be subscribed to him if you're not already. There we go. John Hawkins, thank you for the 26 months, man.
Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video takes place on the hostile waterways in Onalaska, Texas, where Admiralty law has made its way onto land. Our featured freedom fighter of the day.
We do not have Black's Law yet, but I think in this video we will be getting a Black's Law on the box.
Per him, isn't a sovereign citizen, but an American state national, which is totally not a made-up thing. Every once in a while, I come across a video that is so filled with idiocy, yet is somehow always entertaining to watch, especially after reading his description of the video. It reads, "I could have done better, but in the moment I was just trying to regurgitate years of watching YouTube." Well, buddy, that was your first problem. Could have been worse. Yeah, I suppose so. Live to fight it.
What do you mean I can't take my pistol to jail?
Another day. Well, not in court you're not. Saying all that, let's take a look at how this accomplished YouTube viewer puts all of his hard work into action.
Alright, we got emergency lights here.
We're in Texas again.
Hello, how you doing?
Sergeant Prince on Alaska PD, driver license and insurance.
I'm filming this. I just want to have our interaction documented. Do you have a body cam on?
My body camera's on.
You got body cams running. Can you check it and verify for me, please?
Hey, Aussie.
I know it's running. I can see the red light on.
Okay. What department are you with?
On Alaska PD.
Okay, on Alaska PD. What is your name, sir?
Sergeant Prince.
Sergeant Prince.
Yeah.
And do you have a badge number?
604.
604. Okay.
You pulled over because you don't have a license plate.
I figured that. I'm not driving.
Yeah, no, we're not going
And
to play the
this is-
sovereign citizen thing.
He didn't. I forgot that he didn't even get his first sentence out. I actually forgot. He didn't even get the first sentence out before the cops like, no, we're not doing the Sovcit thing. I love it. I honestly, I don't care that I watched it yesterday. I love this video. This cop is great.
I'm not a sovereign citizen.
We're not going to do that.
I'm an American national.
Here's the deal.
Ooh, bad luck for this American state national. Whenever the officer on scene is already familiar with these nonsensical tactics, you know it's going to be a fun video.
I need a driver's license and a proof of insurance.
Okay. What can we talk about this?
I need a driver's license.
I'm not driving though. You see, I have it posted right here, not for hire. Sir, I don't want a problem with you. But I mean, I don't.
Michael, you're thinking of Hebrew National.
Towards me.
Michael, you're thinking of Hebrew National.
Okay, can we talk about this? Because I have all the documents right here.
The driver's license and a proof of insurance.
Okay. Hold on. Am I stopped?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get this paperwork here just to show you?
Reach for anything in the vehicle.
I got paperwork here. I want to show you some paperwork.
You're not reaching for anything in the vehicle.
I'm reaching for this paperwork. That's all I'm reaching for, man. Settle down.
I've been down this road before several times, I'm telling you.
Okay, what is it that you think that I'm wrong about what I'm saying?
Everything. Literally everything. You're not traveling, you are driving. American State National is not a thing. And
yeah, I know, right?
Work you're about to pull up will be wrong as well.
Look at all the paperwork he's about to try and give to the officer. And again, I love that he doesn't even bother. What does that say on his dash, on his flap? I can't tell.
Listen, just hear me out. This is
not airbag warning, people. I'm talking about this stuff on the other side, for God's sake.
So can I talk?
Because I know what you're showing me.
Okay, what is it that I'm wrong about? What am I getting?
You're going to try and show me some excerpts from some case law that's not correct.
It's not that I'm showing you. That's not what I'm.
Driver's license and a proof of insurance.
That's not what I'm showing you.
Driver's license and a proof of
I'm literally showing you what the definition of driver means. It means one employed. I am not employed. I'm not for hire. I have it posted right here. Not for hire.
He does
buried the lead there.
He does actually show. Look, for the audience, obviously not for hire, therefore, I'm correct. The judge is obviously going to show it.
I didn't know you had this very legal piece of copy paper posted that you printed from home.
Dingbat, thank you for the $9.99. Honestly, great to see more officers obviously getting training on pseudo-legal arguments. Officers, it always shows. Hope you have a great weekend. I mean, I've asked my brother that, if they actually get, like, training. Like, obviously, it's not a matter of, like, them, officers need to, like, train specifically on, like, sovereign citizens. It's just a matter of, like, be aware and don't let them, like, kind of jerk you around, essentially. I imagine this cop has probably had his fair share. I can only imagine that he's already had plenty of experience with other, like, Sovcits, so that's why he's completely on top of it.
My bad. Carry on.
No, I'm not refusing. I just want to talk casually with you. If we have to go down this road, we'll do it your way. Can we at least just...
Your driver's license, proof of insurance.
Sir, please just give me a minute.
Getting off on the wrong foot with this, you're going to walk yourself into a resisting arrest charge.
Dude, I'm already got a court case. I'm dealing with this.
Driver's license, proof
I already have a court date. I'm dealing with this same thing.
Nice, Robert.
I am not driving. I am traveling.
Driver's license, proof of insurance.
I am not employed. It says employed right here. Coach, carriage, wagon, other vehicle, horse, animals.
Incorrect. That's not per. That is not per the Texas code for the definition for Texas.
What code book are you using?
It's called the Texas Transportation Code.
Right here. Look at 502. Can you bring your book?
I'm telling you, driver's license and insurance now.
No, I'm just saying. Look, you got this. This is the Texas. Man, hear me out, dude. Seriously, come on, man. Like you're being. Dude. Look, it says here.
Okay.
Dude, let me talk, man. You're not letting me talk. Why are you not letting me talk?
Because I don't have to let you talk when I've told you what I pulled you over for.
For what? You act like I did a crime. What crime did I commit?
You don't have a license plate.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Texas says it is.
For what you have jurisdiction over, it is.
Jurisdiction over you right now. You're driving.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to be a little bit more lenient here because he said he keeps saying that, but I think he's about to say it though, Brad. Let's hold off on a bit.
You're not sitting, you don't have a license plate on your vehicle.
Dude, you don't own the road.
He's right.
Oh, did he say jurisdiction? He did say jurisdiction, didn't he?
The road. The people of Texas paid for these roads, and the people of Texas paid this officer to enforce the traffic code laid out by our legislators that the people from Texas voted into office. Questions? No? Good.
Can you send a supervisor?
I am supervisor.
You are the supervisor? So you don't got any other body over you?
No, my chief, she's at home. She's asleep.
So you're the only one I can deal with right now.
You're going to go to jail if you don't produce something. Point blank.
But isn't the state law that I just have to give you a name?
No, you got to give me name, date of birth, or you got to give me a driver's license.
But I don't have to provide a physical document where I can just verbalize to you?
Name and date of birth, so where I can run you. Okay? Or we're not going to do it. You're going to get a citation. If you don't sign the citation, then you're going to go to jail.
I know, man, but it's like, dude, this stuff takes up so much of my time. I'm already doing this with another.
Then why do it? Why do it? Why put yourself through this?
County. I'm in Liberty County now doing the same thing. I got the paperwork right here.
That's fine.
The fact that you're already dealing with a case similar to this isn't the officer's fault. That's a you problem there, buddy. Get your shit together.
Driver's license.
So do you think we don't have a right to travel? Is that...
Driver's license. Proof of insurance.
Oh, did he say right to travel? Right there, he said right to travel. Guys, he said right to travel.
I don't have insurance.
Then the vehicle's coming with me.
Come on, dude. You really gotta do this to me like this?
Driver's license, proof of insurance.
I don't have insurance. I don't have insurance. So you're basically telling me you're gonna impound my car?
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
Dude, that's not right, man.
Driver's license, proof of insurance.
I don't have proof of insurance. I don't have insurance. Dude, come on, man. This is the only car I got.
I didn't ask for you to drive without insurance.
Dude, do you pay for my insurance?
Do you have a job?
No, I don't.
Then that's not my problem, buddy.
Then that sounds like not my problem.
Oh man, this guy's getting wrecked so hard by this officer. I'm almost at the point of pulling for him.
I'm done. I'm trying to just be honest with you, my understanding of the law. It says one employed and conducted. And I look up, what does employed mean?
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
It says employed.
Here's the deal.
All right, you know what? All right, I'm gonna count that as commercial activity. He keeps dropping. He's not saying it exactly, but everything that he's talking about is talking about commercial activity. So I'm gonna count that as commercial activity. So if you have that in your bingo card, go ahead and mark it.
Contractor. What does contractor mean? Somebody who is under contract for payment. I'm not getting paid.
That is incorrect.
None of this is right.
Here's the deal. Open the door, get out.
I don't want to do that. I feel safe right here. I don't feel, dude, you're coming at me hostile. I don't know what you're going to do.
Open the door and get
Dude, you're freaking me out. I don't want to go outside. I'm safe in here. I'm not safe with you.
Okay.
Here's 502-003, registration by political subdivision prohibited. So what this is basically saying is that a person who is not employed for commerce, like say if I was a bus driver or a taxi driver or something where I'm making my money on the road.
Okay.
They say if you're doing that, you're considered a driver. And that's the driver. If we look at Black Law Dictionary, what a driver is.
There it is. Hey, there it is. Black's Law Dictionary. If you got Black's Law Dictionary, go ahead and mark it. There it is. I was waiting for that.
Legal definition. It says one employed.
Okay, listen, that's fine.
It's shocking to me that these guys are going to be cherry picking something, but the definition of employed per Black's Law Dictionary says it signifies both the act of doing a thing and the being under contractor orders to do it. That's two different things. You don't have to be paid to be employed to do something, at least per this 100-year-old book that you guys all seem to rely on.
If I give you a date of birth, will you let me go?
Nope.
Yeah, so why am I gonna play that game when you already trying to take my car from me?
Listen, just answer his questions.
But he said he's gonna impound my car.
Listen.
And then you're gonna leave me with no car.
So vehicles come to me, has no insurance, has no way to identify.
No insurance.
Lance, listen.
I mean, that's the same thing with New Jersey. If you got no insurance, you cannot leave with that car. Period.
This is his stop.
I know, man. Come on, man. Let me make it, man. Let me make it.
Listen to me for a second, okay? You're recording us, right?
Sure. You're recording me too, right?
I'm recording.
Everybody's recording. Everybody's recording.
Listen.
What was your name?
Yes. Yes, Scott. I have the deluxe 11th edition that somebody got me as a gift. Kova, do you have bingo? Does Kova have bingo?
Number?
Sergeant Land, Polk County Sheriff's Office, 815.
Oh, you're Polk County?
Yes, I am.
And what is he?
He's City of Onalaska. Listen to me. I'm trying to explain this to you, okay?
I hear you.
So you can have all this recorded.
Why? That's a stupid law. Well, because if you're uninsured and if you hit somebody, that person that you hit is going to be on the hook, and they're the ones who's going to be screwed. Because the point of insurance is not to protect you; it's to protect the person you hit.
This is his city, his jurisdiction. He's the sergeant in this city, okay? What he's saying is that due to you not having insurance on your vehicle, he's going to tow your vehicle, okay? You're not properly identified.
Yes, Robert, that's also true. In some states, they allow you to post a bond in lieu of insurance. Kova, send me a wait. BSBT, why should the responsible party have to pay additional coverage to cover the jerk who doesn't want to pay, who doesn't want to be responsible? Why is it on me to cover to make up for the jerk who doesn't want to have responsibility? Riddle me that one, Batman. Anyway, Kova, send me a private DM in Discord. And I think this is the last Sovcit video we're gonna watch. There's a couple of a code blue cam I want to watch though after this. So
now you can be going to jail as well. Okay, he's trying to work with you.
I know, but here's the thing. He's not. He's already told me he's gonna impound my car. I'm trying to. What I wish to get out of this is to just get home.
Well, you probably shouldn't have taken advice from grifters and YouTube lawyers, because going home, you are not.
What did I really do? What did I really do? Like who's? Show me the victim here. Where's the victim? Y'all got me hemmed up here. I'm already under arrest because I'm not free to go, right?
I said anything that you about you being under arrest.
No, but I'm not free. Sir, am I free to go?
You're temporarily detained.
So no. So every stop is a custodial arrest. So right now, I'm under arrest. I want you to read me my rights now.
You're temporarily detained.
Read me my Miranda rights because I'm under arrest.
Don't do this, man.
Do what?
Don't do this.
I mean, look, I understand at the end of the day, y'all could bust my window.
Correct.
Y'all could drag me out. You could tase me.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Maybe.
I get it. This is y'all's world, and I got to deal with it. But all I'm trying to do is just be free, man. Is America free or not? Are we not free to travel, or are we?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was America. I'm sorry, that was America.
You are most welcome to travel between states. Lace up those Nikes and go right ahead. But if you want to drive on the roadways, you must abide by the traffic code.
You want to go home or you want to go to jail?
Man, I want to go home with my car. That's what I want. You trying to say you'll...
I have not seen that one, Father.
How am I going to go home?
Turn your vehicle off. Switch your vehicle off, last.
Y'all going to break my car? Just be honest with me, man. If y'all going to break...
I mean, they are. Like Thunder Kruger said, you've been hanging out here for they've been patient for you, patient with you for 30 minutes. By all rights, they probably could have been able to smash your window maybe 10 minutes into the stop.
My car.
Switch your vehicle off, last.
Well, what are y'all gonna do, man?
Last.
I mean, are y'all gonna bust in my window? Just be honest with me, man. Are you gonna bust it? Let me know if you're gonna bust it. You gonna bust?
Last.
Don't bust.
You thought she'd never find out. You thought it would be fine. How well did that work out for you?
I just realized that commercial is about a wife who found out a cheating husband. She smashes the window. I'm pretty sure All Clear Auto Glass is a Texas company because I'm pretty sure I've seen this commercial before.
No, all right, cool. I'm stopping the video. I'm stopping.
Oh, how convenient. Now you're cool.
I'm not moving. I'm right here.
Snap your seatbelt. He's going to unbutton.
I'm right here. Look, hands are up.
Do not move.
I'm not moving.
Hey, Tones.
See your arm.
Okay.
Window smash.
Go ahead.
Here.
Now lay your phone down.
Well, can I call my brothers and let them know you take me to jail?
Let this be a lesson to all of you. Don't you dare call me a sovereign citizen, and other scholarly YouTube.
Oh, Autoglass is international? Gotcha.
The fact that he saw a video of Paul Unslave's unhinged ramblings doesn't mean this entire farce is legit. In my opinion, the majority of police officers aren't beginning their day hoping they will come across a window that needs shattering. The recorded portion of the stop was approaching a half an hour, where we heard the officers literally beg and plead with this man not to go down this route. In theory, law enforcement agencies strive to apply the law equally and impartially to all individuals. The principle of equality before the law is a fundamental aspect of most legal systems and is intended to ensure that everyone is subject to the same legal.
Shout out to Dummy Kruger. All right, all of you guys have been asking me to watch this, but I actually haven't watched this yet. This is from Code Blue Cam. Right on, Kova. And it says, man rips up his cash over a seatbelt ticket.
On July 1st, 2022, Racine County Sheriff's deputies observed the driver of a vehicle not wearing his seatbelt in Raymond, Wisconsin. As part of the Sheriff's Office Click It or Ticket campaign, a traffic stop was initiated. As the deputies were pulling him over, they observed the 36-year-old male driver hastily putting on his seatbelt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's eating it. You see that?
So they already saw it happen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude. Here we go.
So you gonna point at me? 5-3 Wisconsin traffic. Southbound G on ramp. Hi there.
Hello.
He's with the Racine County Sheriff's Office stuff because your seatbelt isn't on, and we're actually out. You put it on when we were pulling up behind you. I watched you.
That's not true.
And he looked.
Oh no.
Fully lean forward, sir. When you took the turn on.
I watched you put it on. We're not going to argue about a $10 seatbelt ticket.
Hey, it's right here.
Okay, driver's license and insurance, okay?
I'm not giving you nothing. It's not.
Driver's license and insurance, sir. You're going to make this more difficult than it has to be.
Wait, 10? It's a $10. Well, I mean, it should be $10. I mean, honestly, seatbelts. I mean, a seatbelt ticket should only be like freaking $10. It's kind of a meh.
Driver's license and insurance, sir.
Do you see this?
Sir, do you want to be forcibly
removed from me? You were not wearing a seatbelt. That's not true. I have this on.
Driver's license and insurance, sir.
Are you planning on killing us today?
No, you're not.
Are you planning on killing us today? Damn. All right. Escalation.
I'm gonna kill you. Okay.
I'm an American. I have my seatbelt.
Oh, that's great to know.
Okay.
Okay, you were not wearing a seatbelt when you drove past me. We saw you putting it on while we were behind you. You can argue this all day long and make this even worse for yourself. Otherwise, just give us your ID and the insurance, sir. What do you want my money?
Driver's license and insurance, sir.
I like your glasses.
You're making a big driver's license and insurance, sir. You're making a bigger deal out of this than it has to be.
For my seatbelt being
Yes.
on?
Yep.
Why? I have my seatbelt.
You have a traffic violation.
Why is he holding it out like that?
Your seatbelt was not on, sir, so can you have your driver's license and insurance?
With your body camera, I have my seatbelt on. They're running, right?
Abruptly, he became erratic and started to destroy his possessions, such as his sunglasses and the money in his wallet.
I want to see them beeping, though.
Because I watched you put them on, sir. Now please put them on or I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. And when I do so, that's a lawful order. And if I have to, I can forcibly remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
Oh my God.
Broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah.
$150 fucking glasses.
Well, that's your problem. Okay, you're acting like a child right now.
Want my money? Here.
You're acting like a child. I want your driver's license and your insurance.
Here's everything I have. Here's my money. Here's my
You're
money.
acting like a child, sir.
Here's my card. Here's everything.
Your driver's license, sir. Hand it to me.
Take my money. Take this too. Take that.
Oh, you ripped an insurance card. What the?
Driver's license, sir.
What is happening?
You're just destroying all my stuff.
What?
Yeah. Using the stuff that I'm doing.
I mean, as far as I know, ripping up U.S. currency is actually a federal offense. Not that the Secret Service would really bother with it, but it's $10, dude. It's $10.
I spent up the money. I spent $500 for my fucking family.
That's great. Driver's license, sir.
Nothing.
Are you intoxicated, sir?
I wouldn't be asking that too.
What kind of drugs are you on, sir?
Well, here's what you need this too. We'll just rip that up.
He ripped up his social security card? What is happening? Okay, first of all, why is he carrying his social security card on him? That is actually really stupid. I never, ever carry my social security card with me out of the house. Why would he do that? Number two, why would he rip it up? What the hell?
What kind of drugs are you on, sir? Your driver's license.
Go get it. Take it. Take whatever.
Going into your vehicle, sir. Can I have your driver's license, please?
We'll rip all this up too. Got enough down. Here, take this.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you can take my money. Take my money.
Remain in the vehicle, sir. I'll be back up with you, okay?
Look, I have my seatbelt on. You take my fucking money. That's bullshit.
I mean, look, from me, I guess Brad, my dad told me, and I kind of followed it. Social Security, yes, your Social Security card is like your avenue to a lot of avenues towards a lot of government like processes and documents. What's the equivalent in Canada, like your social service card or social service number? Your Social Security card is like, it's like the one of the highest levels of identification for between you and the government. You know what I mean? Social insurance number, there it is. So it's like, yeah, what Persnickety said, it's like a lot of things is linked to your Social Security card. So that's why I never take it with me anywhere unless it's for a specific purpose. Like if why did I need to use it the last time? The last time I think I needed to bring it. Oh, it was to get my real ID in here in New Jersey. I brought my Social Security card with me. Another time was to go get my passport renewed. That was the other thing too.
My seatbelt's on. And
beyond that, I keep my Social Security card in a protected box in my closet.
They're accusing me of something. That's bullshit. You can't ever enjoy life anymore around here without being harassed and accused of something. I have my fucking seatbelt on. You give me a ticket, you pulled up on me, I have my seatbelt on.
But yeah, what other people said, the main reason why people say not to carry it around with you is that if you lose it and somebody gets your Social Security number, they can do a lot of damage with it. That's the thing. They could do a lot of damage with you with identity theft.
That's exactly what's happening. Yep, $135 fucking last minute break-in. Might as well just fucking start dumping on my blood right now and give them that too.
It's a situation. This dude's freaking out because we stopped him for a seatbelt and he put it on when we were behind him. Like literally freaking out. He's tearing up money and he's freaking out. So if you just want to go up there with him while I run him out real quick and issue him this citation. I'm freaking out. Seriously.
Because I have my seatbelt on. These people pull me over and they pull up on me and say I don't have my seatbelt on. It's right here. I can see it. I can taste it.
Right now, irrational.
It's upsetting to me.
Upsetting to you that you drove past me without a seatbelt.
That's a crock of bullshit. Did you know that? Don't give me that.
Okay. He's tearing up cash in his car and throwing it all over the place.
I have my seatbelt on, and you're.
I can taste it. He's got a chomp on his seatbelt.
Give me a ticket for my seatbelt being on.
Not have your seatbelt on.
A seatbelt ticket in Australia is $1,800. Oh my god! Holy yikes! I mean, look, $10 is actually really, really cheap. I think in New Jersey it's like a $50 ticket.
My seatbelt's on. You give me a ticket. You're taking my goddamn thing. You're giving me a ticket for my damn seatbelt on.
You do not have a seatbelt on.
My seatbelt is on. When you pull up to the stop, my seatbelt is on.
No, it's not on.
It was on when we pulled up.
Oh wow, really? One nice.
That's not true.
Oh my god.
That's not true. My seatbelt's on.
You're delusional.
My seatbelt is on. You pulled up to the traffic stop.
Well, yeah, you had it on.
My seatbelt is on.
Hey, let me ask you something. So if I drive past you, right, and I don't have my seatbelt on, and then you get behind me and I put my seatbelt on, does that mean you have it on?
That's not true. I'm not admitting guilt to anything. My seatbelt is on.
You're not admitting any guilt. I saw you do it.
I can't afford a fucking $10 seatbelt ticket for no reason.
Well, you could have afforded it, but you ripped your money out.
Those cash sheets are $10. He had like a bunch of singles and stuff. He freaked out. I thought I was gonna have to drag him out of the car.
Because that's all it is. All they do is collect revenue for the state. That's all it is. Collecting revenue.
Shut up, Dad.
I'm getting in trouble for having my seatbelt.
A $10 seatbelt ticket, like it's the end of the world.
My seatbelt's on. I shouldn't be getting a ticket. I got my seatbelt on.
We should just arrest him for obstructing, being an ass about it.
You hear the difference in attitude can make?
Look, I got my
500-pound fine for no seatbelt? Look, guy, look, it's a damn seatbelt. You're putting only yourself at risk for no seatbelt. For God's sakes, that's insane. I'm sorry, but that's insane to me.
my seatbelt on.
Look at him, yeah.
It's on.
We watched him put it on after he turned behind him. And then he's like yelling in the fucking mirror and stuff.
Bullshit. That's not right. That's not right. I won't do that to your family.
What was that? I can't hear you because of motorcycles.
Yeah, I won't do that to your family. Supposed to be enjoying the holiday and everything else, man. And here I'm being harassed on my birthday weekend. Being harassed. Getting in trouble for having my seatbelt on.
You guys caught the wrong day. You just spent $500.
Oh, really, Woodward?
Probably bought some illegal fireworks. Should have some permit. Jeez.
We could be like those agents.
They're going through his history, and it said he bought some illegal fireworks. That's odd. An oddball.
Getting in trouble for having my seatbelt on.
You guys caught the wrong day.
He just spent $500 on his family. Probably bought some illegal fireworks. Should ask him to see his permit. Jeez.
We could be like those agencies that confiscate fireworks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And then take pictures of it like it's a big drunk kid.
Oh, wait. Did they see that he had illegal fireworks?
Yeah.
Your body camera's on, right?
Oh, it's on. It's not recording this whole entire
Good,
thing.
because I'm going to sue your ass.
Okay. Sue me for a seatbelt.
I can't understand it either, Brad. Sometimes people have bad days, but this dude is just lost it.
Yep.
Because you weren't wearing it.
I'm suing you guys because I can't legally do that.
You can legally do
an apartment, but I can take your money privately and take you to court. I can do that.
Okay.
I can do that. That's a true fact.
Okay.
My seatbelt's on, body camera. You're giving me a ticket with my seatbelt on. You walked up with your camera onto my vehicle with the recording that my seatbelt is on.
Yes, but when you drove
and
past
your vehicle was facing straight. You don't got side cameras on those cars. You're accusing me of something I didn't do. My seatbelt. $10.
Okay.
That $10 is going to break me.
Well, you just tore your money up, so.
Yeah, I'm pissed off because I shouldn't be getting in trouble for something that I have my seatbelt on.
Oh, Scott's got him calmed down now.
You're supposed to look both ways.
Oh, gotcha, Frauder.
That's what I was doing. You guys are bored. Well, it is. You guys are bored. You got nothing else better to do. Like you're up to the state. My seatbelt's on, though. I do have my seatbelt on.
I know, you have it on now. So when you drive away, too, I hope you keep it on, too.
You have to wear seatbelts. That's why it's on. It's a law in Wisconsin and everywhere else.
It is a law in Wisconsin. That's why you get a citation for not wearing it when you pull onto the interstate.
Give me a citation on camera for someone that you pull up on a stop and have your seatbelt on. Okay. So how's that going to fly in court?
When you go to court, then, I will be there and I will testify to the fact that you do not have your seatbelt on, sir.
Freaking out over a $10 ticket.
Yeah, man. He spent $500 on his family, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 against 1 in the courtroom. It's going to be you and your buddy, and then me sitting in the car with my seatbelt on.
Okay.
How are you going to give someone a ticket for saying that they don't have something on when they have it on? You can't do that. My seatbelt is on like it's supposed to be. Give me a ticket. For me having my seatbelt on. I'm getting a ticket for having my seatbelt on. That's not right. You guys aren't being cordial at all. You're being tyrants. I just spent $500 on stuff for the family.
Tyrants.
And here, I leave a place, and these guys are staged up, harassing people. My seatbelt's on.
Here's your information back, all right?
My seatbelt's on.
Let me issue you a citation for failure to wear your seatbelt. All right.
It's on. Is your body camera on? I got my seatbelt on, you know. It's been on.
I'm happy it should have been on before you left.
It was on.
So it's $10, all right?
$10 could have break me.
and you're freaking out over $10.
$10.
Yep, because we're doing a click it or ticket campaign. That's why we're out here.
If you take some of your money together, maybe that'll help you out with that.
All right. Non-mandatory court date of August 11, 2022 at 2 p.m. at the Racine County Circuit
You
Court.
want
It's in
$10, I'll
downtown
give you
Racine.
$10.
We don't post bond here, all right? You have to pay on or before the court date. If you choose to pay, you pay online, in person, or by mail. Information on the bottom of the citation as well as on the bond envelope, which is self-explanatory. Okay? You have any questions?
No.
All right. Make sure you're buckled up before you leave next time, sir. All right. Be safe.
You got good eyes.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
All right, I could probably imagine what they're talking about with with the audio off.
You're good to go. Drive safe. Buckle up.
In the end, the male driver was given the $10 traffic citation for vehicle operator failure to wear a seatbelt, which he paid the following month. Head over to codebluecam.com.
You pay?
Check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
All right, here's the latest one from from CBC.
On February 28th, 2023, a deputy was conducting stationary radar when he observed a speeding vehicle in Waupun, Wisconsin. The deputy clocked the vehicle's speed at 99 miles an hour in a 65-mile-per-hour zone.
Oh my God.
Either T-Tom or TC, we're trying to get clarification.
When he activated his emergency lights and sirens, it appeared the vehicle continued driving as its speed increased to 108 miles per hour.
Wow.
I'm trying to stop a car.
Congrats, Archangel.
From Oak Center on 151.
The driver, later identified as an 18-year-old male named Zavarian, quickly crossed over the median and began traveling in the opposite lanes of traffic.
I am not trying that whiskey.
Adam Edward Robert 9678. AER 9678. And we're still traveling north.
What the hell is he? Oh my God! Whoa!
And he is now traveling northbound in the southbound lane, just over 26.
Several vehicles were seen taking evasive actions.
Oh my God!
To avoid being hit head-on by Zavarian.
Speeds roughly 7 miles an hour.
Holy! There it go! Get him!
93 almost went head on with a few cars.
Going 1093, is he still in the wrong lane?
Negative, he turned around. We're going southbound on 151 now. From 26, he actually got on 26 went back on the south lane.
He's doing it again? Well, there's another charge. Come on, pit him! Pit him! Get him! Damn it!
93, single occupant, appears to be a younger black male. We are now back onto the on-ramp to 26 from 151 northbound. How far most speeds are at 90.
Or northbound on 26, Alpha 151.
Due to his speed of 117 miles per hour, the pursuit was terminated.
Yeah, especially if he's heading into a town or a city, you'd call that off.
To ensure public safety.
Yeah.
10-4 terminate for now. We'll chase another day.
10-4, 93 all in terminated. 343 still northbound on 26 at 10 miles an hour.
You just keep an eye out for the vehicle. It just comes through your jurisdiction. Slow down or if it's still continuing.
While continuing in the direction of Zavarian's vehicle, multiple 911 calls were reported about him driving recklessly and nearly striking other vehicles.
Are those recent comments in the call from a citizen that's observing the vehicle right now?
Affirmative. We also have another caller on the phone seeing the vehicle coming up to County Highway, either T-Tom or TC. We're trying to get clarification.
Hey, buddy. What's up? Can you see my location on your map right now? Yeah. As I was driving north, I got an extremely strong smell of marijuana right here. So
wait, really?
Dude, I could have pitted him, but I'm not pit certified.
Okay, that explains it. He could have pitted him, but he's not pit certified, so all right, that's fair. He got an extremely strong smell of marijuana. Damn.
The area and try and find this vehicle again because he's driving like a fucking retard and that should have never been.
Ooh. Oh no. That's coming out of dispatch.
I agree. With how many times he went in traffic?
Yes, I agree. So I'm cutting over on his road and we're gonna.
Well, I mean, they're justifiably angry. He switched to driving onto oncoming traffic more than once in that 5-minute sprawl, a 5-minute chase.
All
right, buddy.
We just have a reckless driver, Highway 41, southbound from Johnson Street, going over 100 miles an hour and almost hit some other vehicles.
Moments later, a neighboring police department located him and was attempting to conduct a traffic stop. However, he continued to flee.
Naturally.
Another deputy then shortly observed Zavarian and started pursuing him.
729, I got him. 23 and 26. Taking off.
Oh, dang. There he goes.
10-4, 23 and 26.
Northbound 26 passing result. Speeds are 90. Speeds are 100. Passing and no passing.
Eventually, he decided to venture off-road and cut across a cornfield, which
really
ultimately disabled his vehicle 150 yards from the roadway.
Naturally.
Zavarian was then seen fleeing on foot towards a residence.
He's out in the field, just north of Griffith, bailing. Don't give chase, I'm right south of you.
Will be the
Blind K9, everyone stay back. He's running northbound behind the abandoned sheds at that address, 90. Black male. You're gonna get bit! Stop! You're gonna get bit!
Ooh.
729.
Just stay in your house! Stay in your house! Which way, Ball? He was running that way!
Get the doggo!
Stay in your house. Lock your doors. Right.
Yes! Doggo.
I believe he's in a bunch of abandoned buildings here. If we can get a drone, that'd be great.
A drone? Ooh.
Stop. Nope. Let us know your location or you're gonna get bit by a canine! Seven, 90, you got anything? 790, where you at? He's coming into these abandoned buildings. Show your location, you're gonna get bit by a canine right now! Sheriff's office with the canine!
Hey, Pedro, what's up, man? Just got here. Honestly, we don't know yet. One officer tried to conduct a traffic stop. He decided to, well, no, it was for speeding. Yeah, it was for speeding. Like, he was going like 90 and a 60, and then he decided to just bolt and not stop. And here we are now. Like, he's been evading several chases already.
Hey, nine, come out now, get some of my dog, and you will be bit! What are you working on? I was just hooking him up right now, just hold on. I got footprints here. Okay. Hold on.
With the help of Canine Rip and Zavarian's footprints, the deputies were directly led to a small abandoned shed.
Going that way. Hey, firm, just make sure we have units to the north of us. That's the direction he's going, along 26. Yeah, footprint right here. Let us know where you are! You're gonna get bit! Sheriff's office at the canine. Not stuff now. I'm gonna send my dog and you will be bit!
Hey, friend, I'm in the driveway.
Yeah, he's going through here. Hey, right here. Just stay right behind me. Yep, stay right behind me.
Rip is the name of the dog.
They called back for Marion University, saying that no one was back on the premises and they can take so on, but no mention of the weapons. If you want to handle that one.
When they looked through the doorway, Zavarian was seen lying on his back with debris covering him.
Come on now, man! I'm gonna send my dog! Get out now! Get out! Let me out! I'm gonna send my dog on you if you don't get up and walk out right fucking now! Stand up and walk out right now! Okay, I'm so sorry, man.
Thank you, Cat. Thank you, Cat Virginia, for the 333. And you just hear that. I'm so sorry, man. Really?
Walk out! Walk out with your hands up right now!
I want you guys to see my hands. I don't want
One at gunpoint.
Here. Grab my hands.
If you make any moves, I will send my fucking dog. 2 more steps. Turn around and face away from me right now. Do not move. Put your hands behind your back.
While taking him into custody, he had a strong odor of marijuana emitting from his clothing.
18.
Good boy. Good boy. You got him.
Good boy. Good boy, Rip.
You got him. Nice. What else did you throw out of the vehicle?
I didn't throw anything out, I promise.
He's on ankle monitor.
That's the reason I ran.
That's the reason you ran?
Yes.
Because you got a probation warrant?
No, I'm not on probation.
Just because you got an ankle bracelet on.
Yes.
There's more reasons you ran than that.
For an ankle brace. Oh, my God.
Can't run out the dog, man. Took you right to the shed. I'm good with him if you want to check the shed for anything. Inside of here. Yeah, just come in this way. We're gonna go out this way, bud. Reeks like weed.
Is the car destroyed?
The car's destroyed, yeah. By the time they get that thing out of there. Or our mailers. Fuck.
Just wait a second.
That car might be sitting there for a long time. Full bill of probably $10,000.
Yes, you got your man. Yes, that's a good move.
You ain't going anywhere for a long time, bud.
I haven't done anything, man.
I haven't done anything. Dude, you drove into oncoming traffic twice. Nearly hit several people. But because this is Wisconsin, you're probably going to get let out on a $1,000 signature bond or something like that.
I mean, I did.
Thank you, Thomas, for the gifted sub.
Yes, but
Yeah, and you're also in oncoming traffic multiple times. That's recklessly endangering safety. Multiple felonies.
sir, I'm not like that. I would never hurt.
Well, you should have stopped then.
Bro, okay, I'll tell you the truth. I don't have my license. That's why. I ran. I didn't want to get in trouble with my mom.
$200 ticket now, multiple felonies. That's just dumb.
I didn't know it was a $200 ticket.
Good man. Good job, buddy. You got that man. That's a good move.
Got an ID on him? No, he's got nothing on him.
Where's the car at, Bo?
It's way down here in the field.
Okay.
They're gonna have a fun time with that one.
All right. Did we call for something yet or no? All right. That's one way to go. Ooh, that's deep, my man. Oh, that's not good.
I know the boot full.
Hey, Taylor, thank you for the 1999 super chat. Appreciate it, Taylor.
Oh, boy, yes.
Aw, doggo's getting praised.
Good boy.
Give the doggo treats.
Looks clear. Gonna need knee waders.
For a job well done.
I need new socks. Let's hold them right here, okay?
I'm sorry, sir. Really.
What's your name, bud?
I can tell you my full name. You can search me up a record.
Is that your car?
No, it's my mom's car. It says that. I ran because I don't have my license, man.
Whose car is that?
It's my mom's car.
Oh,
It's your mom's. Of course it's his mom's car. Of course it's his mom's car. Oh my God.
She's gonna be pissed, I'll tell you that right now. Z-A-B-A-R-I-O-N?
Z-A-B-A.
Z-A who? V.
V, right?
Zabarian?
Yeah,
okay. What's your first name?
That's my first name on it.
Your date of birth?
Guys.
What's your date of birth?
I can't go to jail, bro. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 18 now, actually. I'm gonna go to jail.
Good. Alright, he's good.
Well, whose fault is that?
We're gonna go on the back passenger seat right here, alright?
Bro, I never hurt anyone, bro.
You almost hit 3 cars head on when you went in oncoming traffic.
I know that. I know that. But listen, bro. I would have gotten way more trouble with my mom. Look what I just done to her car. I'm fucked.
Now he's having the sudden realization of what he's done. Oh my god, it's just I know he's 18. He's 18, but still, ay Dios mío.
Well, unfortunately, right now you're looking at like 5 different felonies.
Bro, don't add up. Don't add it.
If you would have just stopped, man, all you would have gotten was a ticket. If that's all you have, is just no license. It literally would have been a ticket and you would have been on your way.
I didn't even know.
Hold on a second.
It was also discovered he was out on signature bonds for 4 separate felony cases.
Oh my god!
Those included burglary to a dwelling, battery, and criminal damage to property.
Do you have open cases right now?
He does have a couple of open cases. The one felony case that we're looking at right now, he does have a condition of having to wear a GPS monitor.
Poor old guy comes, I'm pulling in the driveway, and he comes out into the driveway and said,
bro.
Yeah, there's a guy that lives in there. Hey, bud, how old are you? 18. 18? Gotcha. All right, man, so I got to read this.
As you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out.
This to you real quick, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, to have him or her with you present. While you are being questioned, you cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before you have any questions upon your request. You can also decide to exercise these rights at any time and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've just read to you? Okay. Do you want to answer any questions I have for you?
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, so you reek like weed, man. Like,
no, don't. Shut up.
Reek like weed, okay?
Yeah.
So, what did you
check the car there, you're not gonna find anything.
I'm not. I know we're not gonna find anything in the car because you threw it out.
Huh? I didn't. I promise you on my life, I didn't throw anything.
I feel like he's lying. I kind of feel like he's I am not a true detective, but I kind of feel like he's lying.
You know, the first thought on my mind when I got out the car was gun.
Well, you reek like weed, okay? So if we find something in the ditch, all right, where you were driving, it's gonna be
yeah, exactly.
To you, okay?
I promise you on my life, you're not finding anything. That's because, and you have a dog out there. The same dog that found me is not gonna find anything because I'm.
Okay, well my dog found you, so I would assume that he's gonna find the drugs that you threw out there too.
That's exactly my point.
Okay. So,
is there any more questions you want to ask me?
Why didn't you stop, dude?
I didn't stop, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't have my license. I was scared, man.
That's it, dude?
That's it? I mean, it wasn't the ankle bracelet?
You ran because you don't have a license?
Bro, you guys are more informed than me. I didn't know that I was going to get a $200 ticket. Otherwise, I would have just stopped. I'm sorry, man. And anybody that I could have hurt or possibly hurt, I'm sorry to them, too.
You're not sorry. You're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught.
You were driving in the wrong lane of traffic.
I was scared, dog.
Okay.
My leg was shaking. All I was doing was hitting the gas. I just wanted to go back home.
Okay.
And I know that I shouldn't have done that, obviously. But
okay. Did you hear us making commands that we had the dog out there?
Yes, but I was also scared as fuck. I know what type of dogs are out there, but I was scared.
Did you give up because you saw my dog come around the corner?
Yes, okay. I'm going to be honest with you. And I didn't come out also.
Yep, we appreciate that, okay?
Like I just said, because I just wanted to go home.
And I'm sure you probably didn't want to get bit by the dog.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want to get bit by a dog either.
But I'm sorry, bro. Completely. You may not believe me, you're only think I'm probably saying this because I'm caught, but I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would have stopped if I had my license or if I thought that, or if I knew that the consequences.
Where were you coming from?
I was coming from Madison. I had hung out with my friends. And honestly, I was on an ankle bracelet. I didn't know what could have happened to me. I thought I could go back to jail or something. I didn't know it was a ticket.
But by virtue of you being on the road with the ankle bracelet, you knew you were violating the terms of your release by having the bracelet on and driving out to Madison. The bracelet is there to make sure that you're under house arrest or within a confined area while this thing is pending, but you decided to skirt that too. So no wonder you decided to run when the cops caught.
Yeah, you would have just gotten a ticket just for speeding, dude. That would have been it. Been done and over with. All right. Are you okay, though? Do you need an ambulance at all? Did you cut yourself? Because there was a lot of broken glass in there, so I just want to make sure you're not cut anywhere.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're good? Okay. Okay. Do you want anything out of the car, like a sweatshirt or anything like that? Need anything out of the car? No? Okay. Do you have any form of ID on you at all?
No, but you guys can look me up. It'll be on there.
Okay. All right, man.
Was he hiding in the building?
Yeah, he was hiding in the building.
Okay.
So he was hiding in the building, and Rip came like through it, and he saw him, and I could hear him just say, "I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done." He saw it. He saw it. He knew it was gonna happen.
All right, man.
Good work.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I mean, you already fled.
What the hell? What the hell was that? What is Code Blue Cam editing in these videos?
Appreciate it, buddy. Well, I mean, you already fled, which is a felony. Well, here's the deal. I had my emergency lights activated. I had my emergency siren activated. I was literally about a foot away from your bumper, and yet you still fled at a high rate of speed. That is felony eluding.
He went airborne multiple times.
Did you see him go airborne?
No. I lost him on the straightaway when I came around the curve. I'm like, he's gone somewhere. And then I seen him going down along through the field.
He's 18.
Yeah.
Where is he
running because he doesn't have a license.
How many charges I have? I'm like, well, felony eluding, a couple of counts of first degree reckless. I'm like, you got open cases? Yeah. I'm like, bail jumping? And I'm like, dude, that was stupid. That was dumb.
Yep. Sorry to give you a scare when I showed up, but I didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
That's why I figured the safest spot were you to
maybe
be.
somebody flew off the corner there.
No,
I see a one pointing down now.
Yeah. No, he was cooking.
Guys, it was a fist bump. It was a fist bump between the officers, but they made it look like a squeaky toy sound. I don't know how you guys didn't see that.
I seen him running this way towards your buildings. That's why I figured the best spot for you would be inside with the doors
yeah,
locked.
I don't want to tangle with him.
Yep.
Especially like bang, maybe
Yeah.
You know, that's like,
Yeah. He was in your sheds. I'll write him a trespassing ticket if you want me to.
Yeah.
Zavarian was charged with felony counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, ×2. Vehicle fleeing eluding an officer, ×2. Bail jumping, ×8. And misdemeanor resisting obstructing an officer. All charges are as a repeater. He also received several citations totaling over $1,000. Ultimately, his cash bond was $50,000.
Finally, something reasonable in the state of Wisconsin.
Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
Holy.
He came out of me.
All right, we're gonna end this with a dummy Kruger. He just posted this today. This is this dude's second arrest in 2 weeks, and it's a wild one. This dude's kind of actually unhinged, but this is gonna be the last one.
Today, we are once again going to Indianapolis, Indiana, to dive a little deeper into the First Amendment Auditor I covered in my latest video.
Hey, Sally.
He goes by the YouTube handle Wanda Mize, and even though he's relatively new in this space, he's quickly becoming a rising star by repeatedly getting.
Guys, I know. I'm not showing that video. I imagine it's gonna be that one is way too heavy for this channel, and I'm in a good mood. I want to keep the mood high. I want to keep the mood positive. We're not gonna see that.
Kicked out of public buildings, as well as picking up multiple arrests. Let's take a quick look at one of his earlier audits that led to a little scuffle with the security guard that led to a policy change for the entire building.
Alright.
What's going on?
How you doing?
All Hoosiers.
Hey, take a video of that, man.
Do what?
Can we take a picture?
Why is that?
Because this is the enclosed area.
Yeah, but it's a public building though, right?
No, we had to let you in. It ain't public.
Yeah, they did let me in. How you think I got in?
Yeah, she let you in.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is a locked area. What you need?
Nothing, I'm looking around. It's a public building,
Well, you
right?
can't look around here.
Yeah, it's a security area. We open the door to see what you need, and then you have to leave if you're not supposed to.
Well, I mean, isn't it a public building, right?
No.
You guys work for the public?
We work for Social Security.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so he's in the Social Security office.
That's, Social Security's public, right?
No.
Yeah, I can. It's public. I can look around in here if I want.
You don't need to be here. You got any business here?
Yeah.
What?
What I'm doing.
No, you can't
Looking
be
around.
around here.
He asked for probation, not discipline.
I'm doing a story on this building, on all these public buildings. I was looking for the probation officer.
I feel like with this guy, we could actually probably use some First Amendment auditor bingo.
I mean, it looks like I'm doing it here.
Call the police. I ain't got time for that around.
What's your name?
When he first came up to the door to enter the building, the security guard actually had to buzz him in. So this isn't just a building you
so they
to wander around in.
Okay, so yeah. If they have to buzz you in, that by virtue of that act means it's not necessarily like a publicly an open area that people can walk to and fro.
On top of that, he didn't even know what building he was in. He thought it was a probation office. But did that stop our fearless freedom fighter from continuing his story? Nah, of course not.
Yeah, we let him inside. He don't want to leave. He just videotaping stuff. He don't supposed to be in here unless he needs something.
I do need something. I'm working on a story, I told you.
He wait.
Quote, working on a story, unquote, was not the intended use of this building. That's what a lot of these guys fail to realize. Even though he does have a First Amendment right, his rights can be restricted in certain buildings based on time, place, and manner. And well, his manner is shit.
Yeah, but if the public's allowed in here, then anybody's allowed in here. That's what I'm saying.
Only if we come in for directions, then you have to leave.
If the public is allowed in here to conduct business, then anybody in the public's allowed to be in here. I mean, what's the big deal? Is it me being in here? Is it me being in here recording?
Because it's a secured facility.
But it doesn't say it's a secured facility.
If you had to be buzzed in, I would say that's evidence of being a secured facility.
Was you able to open that door on your own? No.
I don't know.
There it is.
I didn't get a chance to try to open up the door.
Well, now she's telling you it is a secured facility, and to enter that building, she actually had to buzz you in. You can say you didn't know that at the time, but now you do.
This is a public building, right?
You gotta leave.
It's a public building, right?
No, get out. It's out of public.
Don't touch me.
You get out
Don't
of
touch me, mother. You're supposed to observe and report. Don't put your fucking hands
Get out
on
of
me.
here.
F you.
Okay, call the police.
So he does eventually leave and the police come on scene. He argues about my rights for about an hour and then they finally all disperse. But he comes back the very next day to find a surprise.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Seriously, if you're doing this the second time the next day, you're basically telling me that you don't have a job and you're not a functioning member of society.
Look at what they did.
Yeah.
Look what they did.
Yeah, guess what happens?
And way to go, Patriot. Now you've caused this entryway to be employees only or by appointment only. That's the freedom we are looking for.
All the ladies in the house say free!
Freedom.
Over there on the left. Yeah, that's the BS they try to say gives them the right not to let me record when it clearly says I can record in there.
It clearly doesn't, and we can thank U.S. versus Cordova for that. Shout out DMA.
Don't delete that picture because I'm going to do an APA request on that. So if you delete that picture,
Leave.
You're going to be in violation of federal law.
Leave. You're in violation of the law right now.
You're in violation of being a piece of shit.
You need to
You're going to
leave.
break my phone. You better get out of my face.
Leave.
You need to leave. Go do your job. Go do your job. Observe and report. Observe and report.
For a little context, this is a different Social Security office that he was in previously, but this is his third time standing in front of this door. The last time he did it, it was for a couple of hours, so the security guard is very familiar with him.
What's up, buddy? Hello. How are you?
Yeah.
What's up?
He's all irate because I told him he took a picture of me. So I told him don't delete that picture because I'm going to do an APA request on his phone and get that picture that he took of me off of his phone.
On yours.
Good luck. I'm a private citizen. You work for the public.
Huh?
You're not a private citizen.
How you doing, sir?
That's where you're mistaken. You don't understand the Constitution. You don't understand our rights, right? Is that how it goes?
You're 100% right.
I know I'm right. You guys proved it yesterday. You wouldn't even identify yourself.
That's right.
Why? Because you don't have to?
Let me see your ID.
No, I don't have to show you my ID.
I don't have to show you mine.
Yeah, you do. You're a public employee. That's how dumb you are.
Oh, that's how dumb he is? Show me that law, Playboy. Show me that law that says he has to ID. You guys don't follow policy. You guys don't follow rules. You follow the law, remember? So show me that law.
Go in there and sit down at your desk and be a good boy. Observe and report.
Tell you what, put your hands behind your back.
You gotta be all rough with me like that? Am I resisting? You dumb huh? You dumb That's all right. You're committing a civil rights violation, you dumb
This dude's angry.
You're a dumb fucker, you know that? Huh? You fat piece of shit. You're a dumb.
For a guy named Wanda, he sure does lose his cool really fast.
I wasn't being disorderly. I told him not to delete that picture.
Have a seat.
I got it all recorded. Don't stop my video. Do not stop my recording. Don't stop my recording. Do not stop my recording.
Do not reach for your pocket.
I can reach for whatever I want. I went for a metal detector to come in here, didn't I?
Olin McGroin, thank you for the 5 months.
Get out of here. Get this fuck out of my face. I'm going to have your job, you sucker. You're going to be fired. So I hope you got money in the bank, especially enough for me.
Have a seat. Take a deep breath and relax, all right? Relax. Go ahead, I'll wait for it.
Yeah, get him to off. Disorderly conduct? For what? Telling you not to delete the picture you took of me? You have no right to take pictures of the citizens. At all.
Again, why would this officer lose his rights to take a picture of this man? At least be consistent in your arguments, Wanda.
Constant in front of my patron.
Well, yeah. When you come out and get in my face and almost knock the phone out of my hand. Ridiculous.
Did you have business you needed to conduct?
Yeah, I got business I need to conduct, and everybody's going to record for me.
He's an angry elf.
If you guys won't let me record inside the office.
You can't record inside the office. It's clearly marked.
Well, I mean, according to the law, I can. I'm even on your guys' on the memo on the door. There is a bottom section C says that we can record in there. But you guys overlooked that. You guys just go with everything else to try to stop us from recording. It's not right. Didn't I talk to you yesterday? I did not go into the Social Security office area.
Okay.
I was standing right at the door. He took a picture of me. I opened up the door and said, don't delete that picture. I'm going to do an APA request on that picture you took of me and get the picture you took of me out of your phone. So he comes up, shuts the door, hits me with the door, almost knocks my phone out of my hand, and is getting all gruff in my face.
Okay.
I mean, there's no need for that.
Okay. Is there a reason, though, why you were hitting on the door?
I wasn't hitting on the door. I was tapping on it because I heard him calling for backup because I was recording. I was trying to tell him that you already said that I could be in the hallway.
No problem.
So, per the officer, it seems like a lot was missing in his edited footage that he put on YouTube. He allegedly had words previously with the officer that he didn't show, as well as an allegation of beating on the door. It sounds like Wanda may have lost his cool again.
So just to also let you know, right, because yesterday you were a little upset, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, my rights are being violated.
I know, can I talk though?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was going to try to help you, right, yesterday, because you can actually request to video in there. But there's a process, right? So I could have helped you with that process, but dude, you were so angry yesterday. I was like, all right, he'll be back, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So just let you know, you can, but we have to go through a process to do that, right? We have to request it and all that stuff. I don't, and you know, I don't make the rules, right?
I know, true, Thomas. I should.
Or following this policy or this rule or wherever they have in place. But officer, if you look on that same CFR, if you go down to section C of that CFR, it clearly states that we can record in any room in this building that isn't restricted.
Oh, it most certainly does not say that, and I'm quite familiar with this law. I spent 2 days breaking down the arrest and conviction of Denver Metro audits, where the judge lays out exactly what this law means. See that video in the description below. Do better, Wanda.
Right, so I read it, right, and the way our lawyers also briefed it to us, is any public space within the facility itself, not the tenant space. Do you understand what I'm saying? So common hallways.
Well, I mean, that's not.
Neither one of us are lawyers.
No,
Oh, it seems like Wanda found some marbles in his mouth. But the officer is correct in interpreting this. He was allowed to film in this hallway, but he wasn't arrested for filming in the hallway. Sounds like he was arrested for disorderly conduct.
I'm with you on that. I'm far from a lawyer, and honestly, I just know enough to obviously get myself in handcuffs. But anyway, it's just, I mean, if we all just sit back and we look at common sense, okay? The city or the state has control of that room right there, of that office, right? They work for the public.
Dude, I don't agree with you. I agree with you.
In the Constitution, we have a right to keep an eye on our public employees in the course of their duty.
Right.
How can I do that from a hallway when I can't even see them?
Right, and again, judges and lawyers have made this determination.
Well, judges are out of line too. I mean, look at O.J. Simpson.
What? What?
What the? Why are we bringing Orenthal into this?
Judges are not in the courtroom then, right? You gotta ask.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Permission. You shouldn't have to ask for permission.
Oh, I think I get it now. But does he think the OJ trial was the last court case that was televised? Yes, trials are broadcast every day with established media members who follow very strict guidelines. Guidelines that I'm not so sure Wanda and his temper would abide by.
I mean, that guy, he's retaliating against me from yesterday because he refused to give me his name yesterday. You seen that. So, you were here.
Okay, and here's the thing, he does not have to, right? But it was visible.
Boom. Roasted.
I want you to see my work. I'm new, but I want you to see my work.
I understand.
I am the nicest guy. I'm too nice of a person. And I am nice up until the force of unlawful calls against you guys are made against me and violate my rights.
But I didn't violate your rights, yes, sir. I was just doing my job.
I understand you're doing what they tell you to do. But you don't, if you were doing what needs to be done, you tell them, hey, it's a public office. He's allowed to come in here and record. It's a public space. Banning me from that office right there is like telling me I can't go to the...
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. I hit the wrong button. I apologize.
Certainly does not say that, and I'm quite familiar where the judge lays out exactly what's in his mouth.
It's just, I mean, if we all just sit back and we look at common sense, okay? The city or the state has control of that room right there, of that office, right? They work for the public.
Dude, I don't agree with you. I agree with you.
In the Constitution, we have a right to keep an eye on our public yesterday because he refused to give me his name yesterday. You seen that. So, you were here.
Okay, and here's the thing, he does not have to, right? But it was visible.
Boom. Roasted.
I want you to see my work. I'm new, but I want you to see my work.
Check out my YouTube channel. He's plugging his YouTube channel to this guy.
And violate my rights.
But I didn't violate your right, yes, sir. I was just doing my job.
I understand you're doing what they tell you to do, but you don't. If you were doing what needs to be done, you tell them, hey, it's a public office. He's allowed to come in here and record. It's a public space. Banning me from that office right there is like telling me I can't go to the public park and record the birds.
No, it's not. Wrong. Wrong.
Followers that may watch this, please inform him the next time you see him that restrictions on First Amendment activities are miles apart in non-public forums like a Social Security office and a traditional public forum like a public park.
People's Social Securities, they're talking
I understand, but I'm not here for that. I would never, even if I did catch it on video, I would edit it out and I would never post it. I'm not here to get people, fraud, against people, things committed or anything like that. I'm not here for nothing like that. I don't care about those people's information. I don't care about what they have going on. It's not my business. It's their business.
Right.
But I'm not going to put anybody's personal information online. That's not what I'm about.
Listen closely, Hotel Wanda. They don't know that. And you often live stream these encounters, meaning there's not much you can do at that point. If
Exactly.
You capture sensitive information.
Most of these auditors do these things live stream. And if they go to a place where there's going to be very personal information, like a Social Security office or a DMV area, when they live stream, how are you going to actively blur out personal information? They don't know that. And so, of course, they're going to have these bans on recording in these areas.
I just told you I'm here because I'm defending our constitutional rights. Nobody, IMPD, state police, DHS, these security guards, no security guards are defending our rights. You guys are listening to what these people tell you. And what they're telling you is not right. You guys are supposed to be on our side and defending us, saying, hey, this guy's in here to record. He's got every lawful right to do so.
So per a fish called Wanda, they let him go with a ticket for disorderly conduct. One other thing I'd like to point out that these guys constantly fail to realize is that everyone else in that building have rights as well. This is an oft-look fact that's just another reason I like to question their motives. If he is fighting for everyone's rights, why exclude the people who are in this office for legitimate business with sensitive information?
Because they don't count. Number one, those other citizens, they don't count. It doesn't matter. They got to create the privacy. Number two, they don't treat the workers as people. They're employees, public servants. They're lesser than.
Needed to keep private while he sits outside recording for hours on end. What on earth are you hoping to accomplish? Okay guys, I think that's where we'll wrap up today's video. If you'd like to see similar content in the future, please consider subscribing, notifying, and liking below. This is Dummy Kruger.
Shout out to Dummy Kruger. Of course, this man deserves far more subscribers. But this is where we're going to stop it. It's 8:30. But yeah, I'm probably going to end it here. Give myself a break. I've been on, ever since I've been playing Jedi Survivor, I've been on a Star Wars kick. So part of me actually wants to do like a watch along tomorrow of like maybe A New Hope on Discord. Maybe. You think that might be a good idea to do a watch along like tomorrow evening on Discord of A New Hope? Tell me what you guys think, and let me know in Discord if you think you'd be down for that. So in my gaming, I'm taking it easy tonight. Would work. But tomorrow evening, I'll if there's enough support for it, I'll put a notice out for a watch along tomorrow evening for A New Hope, and we can watch it together. So, all right. Beyond that, everybody, hit that like button on your way out. Thank you very much, as always. Likes always help the channel, help the algorithm, and take care of yourselves. Have a good evening. And I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Adios. I can't do it on YouTube because obviously I can't live stream an entire movie. That's not how that works. So, all right. See ya.